Okay. I can't hear you now. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
How about this?
How about? Okay, that's
There
perfect.
you
So
go.
that's me.
Okay.
Right
There
there.
you go. Okay.
Ay, nako.
Na yung buntag mo diha. Sir, na yung buntag mo diha, ma'am.
Top of the morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning
Salamat sa inyong
in.
pagpaminaw. It's
Sus,
not
if only you guys
it's
are
not an
here.
accident that you're here listening to us, right? Of course, you'd never planned it. Nobody plans anything, especially what they listen to.
Yeah.
But by some stroke of luck, by
Fate.
some
I would call it fate and
yes,
destiny.
you're here listening to us, and we're here sitting on my chair. Si Justin naglingkod sa atubangan ako.
Ooh.
Nagtikaw-tikaw sa kabuntagon.
What does tikaw-tikaw mean?
Naglihok-lihok, moving around.
Moving around. Okay.
Mura pag na like a kind of chatter.
Okay.
Nabay nagsaba-saba. Kana bitong usahay mo mata kagadlawon or niya na ay magtingog-tingog sa silong.
That's jigol tikaw-tikaw.
Pag tuon mo nga kaning unsam na siya kaning hadlok mo sa usahay murag basig kaning naay kaning sa tao kani ungo. Justin. Or katika lang ilaga na dito diay. Kana usay ilaga
looking for your food.
Di ba? Ilaga kundili mga iring, kundili your pets, right? Kung imuhang mga iro dili mo dog ninyo og katog unlike me, si Cooper mo tapan mo ginon ako katog kaning how do you call this? So magtikaw-tikaw na sila sa silong, magsaba na sila mahadlok tan nahitabo na nimo Justin nga sa inyong balay na ay maglihok-lihok sa gabi.
That's probably just my sister looking for food.
She
cooks well, so I'm sure
is she
she's
like the
cooking
midnight
something.
snacker?
Yeah, she's the midnight snacker.
She's a midnight snacker.
Actually, my entire family were all midnight snackers. So if you hear like nai nagtikaw-tikaw, okay, you know what? I wouldn't even call it midnight snack. Like personally, sometimes I want something more than a snack. It's gonna be a midnight meal.
A meal yun.
Yeah, meal. So
my goodness.
You'll hear us nagsukad sa rice.
Nagunsa?
Nagsukad sa rice.
Oh my God.
Yeah, cooking egg or something. I don't know.
Asa na eh.
Yeah, guys. Midnight mealers, not midnight snackers.
So imohang midnight snack ay midnight dinner?
Yeah.
Ihaw na midnight
No,
dinner.
that's early breakfast actually. It's early, super early breakfast, guys.
Kahinomdom ko sa ako ang manghod nga nagpuyo pa sa among balay atong una before he finally migrated. Kada gabi, this is siguro kada gabi sa pero
oftentimes,
many nights daghang mga gabi nga like you hear the sound of something frying, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You hear the sound of like an oven, burning, like something
exactly.
burning, something squeezing. So sa ako ang manghod kay hilig kay gluto. Magluto na siya. Yun siyang ganahan niya ganon. So mga blis sa refrigerator, ako tang pinalanggang inahan nga bag-o lang na grocery. Sos nahurot ang mga ingredients kay gluto sa ako ang manghod.
Yeah.
So
instead nga makaon ang corned beef for breakfast, ikaon for midnight snack.
Ako lain sa akong style, akong snacking style hay sad.
What do you eat?
Mura kong ilaga.
Okay.
Ang ako ang style is, ang akong kong inahan ko datong una, hilig ka na magtago og mga kanang mga imported ba nga pagkaon ba kanang mga junk food, kanang mga chocolate. So, when you open the refrigerator, wala diha. Asa naman ni ang mga kaning ako ang mga junk food nga nakita ko pag abli sa balikbayan box na wag tang naman gihurot. And then I realized na rin siya taguan di ay.
Where's your stash?
So sige kong pangabli sa mga kabinet nga wala nablihan ka na mga tag-as bitang hindi nakaabot.
Yeah.
So sinig abli. Na ara na ito di ay ang mga junk food dito nga lami. So ablihan ako.
Yeah.
So magkaon ko niya. Dili man mahimo nga dili mo hotdon kay masakpan man ka. Right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly. You have to.
You have to finish the whole damn thing, man. You know how big like a Cheetos is, right?
Yeah,
Dako
how big
maginastanan. So, hotdon gyud na nimo sa muka lagi niya. Nay usay ka panahon. I remember this clearly, right? Nay usa ka panahon nga nahurot na gyud ang mga
all the snacks.
mga junk food. Unya akong gibuhat was nangita lang akong chocolate. Wala sa chocolate.
Gitago na po si mom.
So nabito ko nakita nga chocolate. Abi na ko kanang chocolate bitaw nga bata mo ka mo koy buot ani. Antud karon gapay buot American can attest to that. Kani nga sus akong giabrihan excited ko tanan kay murag lami kay tanawon sus pagpaak na ko kuan bitaw kanang chocolate para baking bitaw to. Perting tabanga. Astang grabe ha ka bitter ato naunsa naman ni oy.
Baking ingredients lahi ana pa day one more. False alarm, guys. So that's push. Jiggy looks extra juicy today. Ha ha ha. Kuya Magic says on the notes, he's like, Jiggy looks extra juicy today. Woo.
105.1 TMC. That one is Bella Moore and Tarana.
Tarana.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What? What did you say? Let's gar?
Have you not heard that? Like how people say...
What's let's gar? What does that mean?
Oh, it's like a... Oh, no, now it feels weird to have to explain it. It's like a thing. I don't know. It's like a thing where people... Every word that has O, like no, you make it nar.
Everything that has
as an O, you put an R in the end. I think it's like people trying to sound Australian. I don't know. It's been like a trend. Like, no.
Oh my God!
What is that,
like,
man?
For example, when you say thank you, it would be...
thank you.
Yeah, you got it right.
Thank you.
Yeah, like, yeah, exactly.
For
example, when you say thank you, and when you say like for example, you want to say oh no, you would say it as
oh nor.
Yeah, or nor.
Or nor.
Yeah, exactly. That's how they say it.
Is that gay?
I don't know.
Is it a LGBTQIA speak? Is it?
I don't know. I feel like
what is that?
I don't know. I think it's just like if you're chronically online, you see people doing it online.
Chronically online, you see people doing stuff online.
So you just
what does that mean? Chronically online, like how many hours of your day must you spend online to be considered chronically online?
I don't know, but I think if you're just someone who spent a lot of time online, like me, and you're constantly scrolling through videos, and there are things that you start to follow from the videos, I would consider myself as chronically online.
Chronically online, you think so?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Are you trying to adjust perfect.
The microphone sounds weird, right?
No, I think it's like an effect, like we're in a room.
Yeah, I know. It's like when in a room.
I kind of like it though.
Really? What is that?
Was that a goat?
I have no idea.
You know, that's one thing I don't want to I don't want to say anything bad to any goat owners here, but that's one thing I don't like about goats, Jiggy.
Okay.
So, in my subdivision, like sometimes late at night, you'll hear someone screaming. Like, no, not like that. Like a woman screaming, like full scream.
What is that?
Hold on. Like a woman screaming, but so you'd be afraid. Hala na unsa na siya? What's happening to the neighbors?
What is that?
It's a freaking goat.
A freaking goat. Asa man nga if you don't mind, asa nindipita nga lugar?
In Talisay, where I live. Yeah.
Some
of my neighbors own goats. Like we have goats too.
Asa man nga village subdivision?
This is. Am I allowed to like?
just say the subdivision, man.
It's a Valley View.
Valley View.
Yeah. It's in.
Attention, all people from Valley View. Remove your goats now, otherwise they will become caldereta.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Do you think they'll do that?
I hope not, because I have goats too.
Maayong buntag sa atong mga kaigsuunan sa Valley View. Palihog kog padaplin or pagkuha sa inyuhang mga kanding. Kung dili amuan ang lutuon, himuan ang magkaldereta.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I think that does it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna. Yeah,
okay, please.
Wala na yung mga kanding.
Kay baka ang akong.
Have you experienced that? Like they do sound like human beings screaming.
Hold on, give me a second. Akong amahan maayo kay maluto og kanding.
Oh really?
So here's what I'll do, Justin. I'll give you the ingredients.
Okay.
And the step by step, right?
Sige, go.
Para i-post na ninyo sa inyong naman mo Facebook, di ba? How to cook the goat in the greatest of all time way, right? And then you post the ingredients.
How to cook goat in the goat way.
Oh, paghuman,
Perfect.
ipakita na sa inyong page. Paghuman, sultiin din sila nakakita kang mga kaning lakaw-lakaw sa inyong village.
This is what you do.
Oh, in kaso lang masaag sa among balay. Wa jugoy sa kay inyo ang inyong kanding. Ay nana sila. Murag inana mga tigo ang imong nadunggan sa.
Yes, exactly. That's what I hear on my subdivision. Dito makanding dito, no?
Oh my God.
Ay nako.
So
yeah, imagine that.
Gi-interrupt ka na ko sa to. What did you want to say?
Oh, that's pretty much it. Yeah, just about the kanding. So yeah, if you do have mga kanding around, please try to tame them at night.
No, can you? It's so annoying, right?
It is.
Saan yung kanding? Bayin ang kanding. Laki, murag bayin.
Murag female. So I think it sounds higher than that. I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
So palihog ko kung namoy mga kanding nga lakaw-lakaw sa village ni Justin, palihog ko og kaning ibot anang kanding.
Yes, please.
So
at night.
Masaage na
sa
masaage na sa amuang lugar kaldereta gyud. Kaning ingredients ni pisyong.
Yeah.
Lami kayong kanding.
You know, I don't really eat goat. I don't really eat caldereta. Yeah.
Sure,
I think the smell is strong for me.
Oh, okay. Kuan man
na siya, it has a very strong scent.
Kana mo mga kandingon kanang di na sila maligo mo na sila gitawag og kandingon. Oh, so
yeah.
mo nang di ka ganahan silang smell siguro. Kaning kandinga siguro ning imuhang gikaon wa siguro toy kaligo.
Basin.
ang akong duda, right? So
That's what they call it man, no? Kung
kan-
wala kay ligo, kandingon kay
man
ka.
Kay dili man naganahan ang kanding kung kung makakita gyud nagtubig ang kanding mo ana din ang kanding kay. So kanang imong kanding nga pilion Justin, pangutan akong naligo na ni imong kanding. Kung imong kanding
kung wala pa din ko mukaon.
Ayaw lang paligo kaon
Ayaw lang.
Kay murag manimaho ginang way kaligo, right?
Yeah.
Kung kanding. Anyway, how do you call this? I have a song here that I'd like to play from your sister, if you don't mind. Justin, anay sa sister nga maayo kay musayaw. From what I understand, na-convince po ni Justin nga mukanta po. So, kani si Jaden Narvios originally was like a TikTok dancer, right? And somebody can you give us the history of her dancing? Ano man ni siyang sige man siya maayo man kani siya musayaw. In fact, I had a chance to see her dance.
Oh my God, years ago, right?
Years ago,
oh
when she was still
a
a little girl. Now, of course, she is all grown up. Anong maayo man ni siya ni sayo? Asa man ni siya kaning nakatunog sayo? I know nga si Jed Narvios maayo kay na musayaw. Usahay gali ka nang mag-marathon ko ba? Kanang mag-host ko marathon. Usahay mo apil ko kaning run.
Yeah.
Makita gyud ka na mga amigo nako sa Revo.
Yeah.
Revo niya si Jed maayo kay musayaw. In fact, kanang bitong mag-zumba.
Mag-apil na siya.
Mag-zumba gani naagi na siya sa atubangan.
Oh my God!
Manya magsayaw. So did he get it? Did Jaden get it from Jed?
Unfortunately, no. My sister, since she was a kid, she's very self-taught. So there was a time she was also
She's very self-taught.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Like she wants to learn everything on her own lang. So there was a time she wanted to do gymnastics. So she wanted to learn how to do splits and cartwheels and stuff.
My God.
And she learned all of that online. So can you imagine every night, Jiggy, mag-ambak-ambak na siya sa among katre kay. Mag-practice na siya. And she got good at it. So when she decided that she wanted to learn dancing, she used to watch all these kanang dance tutorials, sila Matt Stefanina and all these other dancers, and then learned on her own before joining mga workshops dito sa Cebu for other dancers. So she's during the pandemic, she made mga YouTube videos. I'm sure a lot of us can relate to that. No, like she made mga dance covers. She was into K-pop at that time. So she won some contests online sa mga mga Korean companies that would have dance competitions. Like you just send in a video. So she won a couple of those, and she joined dance troops. She represented the school in mga dance competitions. So now dili na kaayo siya active sa dancing scene, I would say, because she's very focused on. She's the governor for Revo sa ilang school.
What did you say? She is the what?
She's not so active sa
the governor of Revo. So ni-file.
What does it sound so scary? It's not a scary thing though.
Ni-file na siya sa iyang candidacy to become
governor. No,
sa Comelec, ni-file na siya sa Comelec. Wala pa. Wala man.
No, so how Revo works is we also have our school-based organization.
Okay.
So we have different youth members in different schools. So Ateneo de Cebu has a Revo org, and my sister, together with all these, their other org members, no, and her team, they run the Revo club. Marshag Revo clubs in our school. So that's why she's not been dancing a lot. No, na siya nag-compete, but she does videos. But yeah, she got into singing. She's in Viva Records now. In fact, today, Jiggy, I wanted to say hi, Nini. She has a couple of performances today in school, so good luck.
She has a performance today?
Yeah, like she'll be singing a couple songs.
Really now?
Because it's like Teachers Appreciation Day, so they'll be kanang murag what do you call this? Like harana. Yeah, they have a harana for the teachers.
They pay homage to the teachers,
yeah,
right?
So
is this still Ateneo?
Yeah. That's what they got on today.
Oh, I missed the campus. I used to go there every single morning and play basketball while my daughter would do her swimming thing, right?
Yeah.
So
also, you go really early.
Yeah, I go really early. Man, we were like the first two people there.
Yeah.
It was kind of scary sometimes.
Kay dark pa kayo.
Sometimes ngit-ngit kayo na ayaw mukuyawan ako nga naalay magtikaw-tikaw kalit sa swimming pool.
Ngano naman
galuta-luta sa swimming pool, pa may tao.
Yeah, dito. Who is it? Summer.
I don't know what
No, it's Summer. It's your daughter.
I don't know. It could be like some liquid mumu. Right? Possible, right?
Yeah, we don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Summer, but yeah. It's good, no, that you let her join those activities, like kanang morning swim.
Yeah,
you know, we tried to ask my brother to do that when a couple of years ago, we were like, Josh, why don't you join the swim team? You know why he didn't want to join Jiggy? Baka unsa yung reason?
Okay.
Siya nga, di daw siya ganahan mag-brief dito.
Dili siya ganahan.
Mag-brief.
Oh my goodness.
And I told him, you gotta wear that. That's what they wear.
That's not called a brief. That's called
swim trunks.
Swim trunks.
Mauwaw na siya.
and your
brief,
heavenly,
brief.
to cover your heavenly body, right? Pwede naman siya magpajama.
No, you can't wear other stuff in the pool.
Pwede man ka magpajama sa swimming pool, good? Di ba? Actually,
Pwede na po mag-jacket.
di ba na naman yung bagong technology karon nga murag kaning
Saman.
mura siya almost like a leggings ba? Nga
yeah.
it mimics
Swim
the
leggings.
skin of a shark or some creature that swims really fast. In fact, I
So
remember
doesn't weigh you down.
nakahinumdum ko nga nay Olympics sa atong una nga mura og naban na siya kay mura grabe kay siya ka effective ba nga ang lawas ni mura ka og some kind of swimming creature mura shark mas gud lang gimimic.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you remember that? Ni mura giban na siya kay grabe kay siya ka effective ba nga grabe kay mo cut sa imong time sa swimming so mura giban na siya eventually.
Is it like a bodysuit, something like that?
No, it's more like a yeah, it's a bodysuit.
Bodysuit,
Yeah,
but
it's
half
usually
body.
like half body siya.
So more leggings.
Oo.
And then the material doesn't get weighed down by water, so
Yeah, I know.
okay.
Grabe kay siya effective nag-iba na lang sa Olympics. And so the Olympics after that, wala na to.
really?
So maybe you can ask your brother to wear that.
Just wear that instead of the brief.
Instead of wearing brief and exposing your heavenly body. Anyway, here's a song going out to another Narbios. Her name is stop it already. Her name is Jaden on 105.1 TMC.
The best of us.
Come on, Jaden.
Hey. So funny, right? Lagi siya, di ko brief. Yung the athletes ito, they wear mga brief para ano ba? It's like the efficient way of...
That's not brief.
No, because the swimmers there are kind of for the competition game ba, di ba? Some are entering mga contest. So they take it seriously. You gotta wear the proper gear.
Yeah.
Oh no, my brother, di ko mga brief. Kung di na good na brief.
Brief. Tuwar lagi yung kanta na ibang kita lagi.
Yeah, tour man sa Nibawas pa.
Because I was looking for other songs on Spotify.
Yeah, kind of far. Hear me in the track a bit. I'm doing all the backing vocals.
Ah, really?
Yeah. Because this song was originally mine. And then I decided I didn't want to release it. So I gave it to Jaden.
Why did you not release it?
It's funny, Jigat. I'll tell you later. The story of the song is cringy, man good. The song saying is about kanang murag asking someone nga, gano man ka, well, like, you know man, nga naibog ka lang, i-admit na lang good.
What's wrong with that?
It's filler. The guy did not freaking like me. It was just me, like, being delusional. Nanagot siya, uyab food. So, it's funny lang ba how I was very, at that time.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, sure. That's with the background going, hey! Oh, in the background.
Sabihin mo na, baby.
Just say it.
Say it. Oh my God. Okay.
Just say it.
Just say it.
Just say it.
So, ang dami mga, actually not just this is a male or a female thing. Some people express their thoughts, right? And primarily, it's really the fear of rejection.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
It's scary.
It is hard to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it really isn't scary, but it's scary. Like that. I don't understand the kind of rejection, though, especially when it comes to
especially when you're young, right?
Kind of mga uyab-uyab, di ba? Kind of rejection, it's really scary, right?
It is, especially when you have expectation. Well, I feel like rejection doesn't come in uyab-uyab. It comes in manguyab ka.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know how like Valentine's Day.
That's what I mean. So,
yeah, people give something and then Jiggy, there's a thing. It's called the follow-up question. Have you heard of that?
What's
the follow-up question?
What's the follow-up question? I'd like to know.
So it really depends on some people. Some people like the follow-up question. Some people don't.
So what's the original question?
Okay, so you know how when you give someone something like Valentine's Day, mata ka buwak, for example.
Yes.
And then the both of you are just friends, and then you want to say it, right?
You want to say.
So you have to be able to gauge the situation. Am I just gonna give the flowers, or am I gonna give the follow-up question?
Wait. So what's the original question?
Well, the original question, it's just like first you give the item, right? You show your appreciation.
So okay, you're friends, or you get introduced, and then you give
something to show your appreciation.
Give the person a thing, right?
Okay, so what you can do is, what does it say when you give them something, right? It shows them
I like you.
Okay, I like you. So human na unta. But some people go for the follow-up question. Manguta na pagid.
Sa may pangutangan nila.
Do you like me too?
Okay, usually
most of the time it ends up as a flop, but most of the time it ends up as success. So that's why most people would ask me, where did I go wrong? And I'm like, because you asked the follow-up question. You should have just you should have just gave the item, show them you appreciate them, and then follow up with the question next time. But when you're asking the question then and there, you gotta gauge it with JKK. What if the person really likes you back, then good for you when you ask the follow-up question. But if not,
but sometimes it's really the phrasing of the question too, right?
Okay, yeah. What's the right way to phrase it?
I will tell you a story about a scary follow-up question. I remember I had this crush back in high school, right? And
crush ni Munding.
Okay. Okay. So
everyone that's his nickname. Everyone is Munding.
I've never said this on the air.
Okay.
Never. So this is like first. This is like a revelation. I had this crush in high school, right? And I started doing the first moves. Like giving her stuff, right? Like stuffed toys. You know how
Jiggy
it is, right?
Jiggy's Riz.
You know how it is, right?
Yeah.
When you're high school.
Jiggy Riz.
Like a.
So what you give?
Huge, fluffy
bear,
whatever, right? Or flowers and all that stuff. And finally, it was time for the follow-up question. You know what my question was?
Well, what's your follow-up question?
This is hilarious. It's embarrassing because you're like a kid, right? So you don't know what to say. There was no Google back then.
Yeah. So what?
Okay, bawal sa akin ipangutana, right? So
okay, don't worry, Jiggy. We got you. We won't judge you.
This is really scary. So I go like, I cornered her into like a silent private place in
the school campus.
In the campus, right? Yeah, I think it was like a new building that wasn't finished yet. So
mga
panday panabot kay sayo mga panday. Okay. Anyway, we've been hanging around. Hanging around. Okay na mo. So it sounds stupid. That's embarrassing. But I have to say it.
No, sorry, go ahead.
You know what I asked her? I asked her. So, what do you think of us?
What do you think of us? Okay.
What is this that we have? What do you think? What do you think of us?
Yeah.
We have been hanging out for a long time.
Very.
What do you think of us? Like, what is this? What do you think this is? So I'm getting like.
You're leaving it to her.
It was the question was so vague and difficult to answer, right? Because the question is, what is this that we have?
Yeah.
Right? What would her answer be? What would be the correct answer,
exactly.
Right?
You put her on the spot.
So I don't remember her answer, but it wasn't a yes, It was like, I don't know. She's probably looking at me.
Like, what do you mean?
What are you talking about, man?
Oh, no. So, but to some people, Jiggy, that would also be the perfect question. To other people, they would think na you're not assuming anything.
Yeah.
Diba? Kaya you're asking mo, what do you think of us? So, wala ka nag-assume na she likes you back. But at the same time, it is pretty vague.
Yeah, it is vague.
Maybe you should have started with, this is what you think of both of you guys, and then follow up, what do you think of us?
Because it would be
you set the stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because it would be
not throw it to her.
Embarrassing, right? Exactly.
Yeah, like corner her. Like
if she said, she likes us to be boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know what my intentions are, right?
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? But mag-assume yun siya
Yeah,
na.
yeah. Because you're the one giving the gesture, you're the one who
Exactly.
brought her there, so then she's waiting for,
Yeah.
what's your intention today?
Yeah, so that's
So
right.
perhaps state your intention.
So
Ay, nako.
so that we never, you know, like we never became boyfriend and girlfriend
Ay, nako.
because of my stupid question.
Okay, I wouldn't actually call it stupid. It was just a very vague question.
Big question.
It's just Jiggy Suave.
No.
Hey, that should be your name.
I wasn't that suave back
Not
then.
Jiggy Juice.
On
It's
105.1 TMC.
The best of us.
And
Shawty.
LDR. We
No,
have a
I think that's how LDR. That song's
sorry.
In Love.
In love. Sorry. In love. Gihapon. Sorry, guys. I thought of playing LDR. In fact, it's in the next.
Let's put it on. Yeah. So shout out to Shawty and also all the Ateneo artists. They don't have classes today, so
why don't they have classes
it's
today?
kind of like it's the teachers' appreciation
Oh.
thing. Yeah, so they don't have class.
So how can Jaden sing to her teachers when there's no class?
She's volunteering. It's like just like a thing because it's a pamper day for the teachers, so they're gonna have like spa day in school and
Free
stuff
massage,
like that.
maybe.
Yeah, so we have a lot of students are hitting up my phone now saying hi.
Who are these
So I want to say
people?
good morning
Go
to from my previous co-advisory class, Matthew Ko. Hi, Matthew. Top of the morning to you. So Matthew was so generous when he was a student. His family owns Beaver Company of slippers.
Beaver. Oh.
Yeah, do you know the rubber slippers?
I love those beavers.
Yeah, so I remember like towards the end of the year or like on Christmas break, this student he'd bring like heaps and bags of slippers and
heaps, like mountains of slippers.
And
when
we
I
get
step
like
on those beaver shoes, they feel so heavy.
Exactly.
I wish I was wearing them right now because I'm wearing comfortable shoes.
No, but those are the most comfortable.
I know.
Like
so,
it's just the beavers, and they never get guba.
They never get guba. That's the beautiful part about them. They never get
You can
guba.
throw them around. We said maligsan pa siya, like the slippers will be fine.
Maguba ang naligsan.
But not the slippers.
But not the slippers.
Yeah.
Pero dili ka maligsan ng slippers.
Dili sad.
So may buntag.
My buntag, Matthew. Thank you for listening, and also to all the students out there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want to say hi also to those on our YouTube live chats from the tubes. As what Kuya Magic would say, right? All you have to do is log into or go to Tops Media Center on YouTube or on our Facebook page. Don't forget to share our content, guys, and join us on the live chats. We have Beth Rizroa. Hi, Beth. Good morning. She says hi, Jess. Good morning. She has her own perfume company. You know, that's
she has a perfume company.
Yes, it's called ISLY on Instagram.
ISLY. Kung saan man ay pasagot ng IS.
Oh, you know what? I'm wrong. I think it's ILSY.
So what does that mean?
I think it.
Last song syndrome.
No, I forgot. It means.
Much?
I think so. But it means it's a very personal business. Magud. It's her
it's
and her.
It's a personal business. So
her and her boyfriend run it together.
She doesn't want any sales. She just wants themselves to buy.
Just her.
what does personal mean?
I think what I mean is it's something close to her heart. Okay, it's something that she started with her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they sell perfumes and deliver it all over Cebu. And if you want to try mga scents, I think they're mga oil based, and they sell this and they sell them in these really cute bottles with like wooden caps. So
I think I saw that.
Yeah, maybe you've seen that. It's like square shaped.
I was hosting a marathon or a run, and I saw this cute couple, and they were selling perfume.
It might be them. Yeah.
Who is this girl again?
Beth Rizroa.
Beth Riz. Was that you, Beth Riz?
That's her in the comments.
She's actually here on the chats right now on the tubes. Tops Media Center, please go to our YouTube so you can join this conversation. Ang akong mga amigo and ibo. Nga si Jaden Jr. ko na binisaya na.
Yeah.
Wa mo na nga ibong mga kaigalaan, especially ato mga estudyante ng Taga-Ateneo. Si Jaden Jr. bisayaan ano yun. Anyway, was that you? Was that you?
Beth? Is that you? So actually, her business is actually called INSLY, and if I remember correctly, that means I'll never stop loving you. Oh, so cute. Ang ano juice man ang
perfume.
Oh, it's the perfume. It's the perfume squeezing it out. Yes, if you want to check out all the fragrances she's got, that's INSLY fragrance on Instagram. South Vibes also says, good morning, maayong top of the morning.
Morning.
I love that.
As opposed to morning, right?
No, morning.
Kung saan ng morning.
I think it's a more relaxed version of morning.
Like speak ng I, himog E. Katay mo ha, kahit dito.
Or.
You
change all O's to R. You put R in every word that has O.
Put an R to the end of everything.
Everything that has an O.
Everything that has an O.
Like nor.
Okay, nor. No.
Yeah, but don't make it so small. You gotta open your mouth more. Nor. There, you gotta write like that.
Mura man nor cubes.
Nor cubes. Nor. What's the thing? Nor
cubes.
No, there's another one. The one that people salsa in the rice.
Magic sarap.
No, the liquid one. It looks like toyo.
Toyo.
Oh, no, nor something.
Patis or whatever, right?
Whatever that is.
Interesting.
Anyway, thank God we have Ginamos Lami finally arrived. It said top of the morning.
Wow.
Ginamos Lami, thank you for being an avid listener every day, and we'll never forget your username.
Ginamos
Lami. Junie Damasis is also an avid listener. Hi, sir Damasis. Thank you for listening. Top of the morning and Magis mornings at that.
Liquid seasoning.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Ang nor. You know, some people are so addicted to that. Like I'll see people in stores actually drown their rice in that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad for you.
I know.
Super bad, guys. Don't do that.
But not worse than sugar. Kanasang magic sarap. Right?
Oh, that's really bad for you. Yeah.
Why is it bad for you?
Preservatives. Diba?
Because kind of itong Bitsin.
That's Bitsin, diba?
Bitsin, that's
Ajinomoto?
MSG, right? For a long time, we thought that Bitsin was like really, really bad. Like it was like, you can't have that.
You can't get.
Oh, but
actually.
But I think it is Ajinomoto. That's the only brand that I know. Is there any other MSG brand?
Yeah, I think isn't kanang mga Nor, mga Magic Syrup? Don't they have Bitsin already?
It has a lot of that.
There's an interesting fact I learned from one of my students last year in the I think it was a STEM strand. One of them told me, Miss, do you know that Bitsin being ABM ni nako because it was related to their marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know Bitsin being unhealthy is actually like propaganda? It's not true.
Exactly.
Because they said that there was a time in the United States wherein a lot of Chinese restaurants were flourishing, right? Chinese food was a huge thing in the 1940s and 50s, I think, and then a lot of these American mga restaurants were threatened by their presence. Yeah. So what they did is they spread news and told everyone that they have an bitsin that they use to make their food good is actually unhealthy. Yeah. But scientific, they said now research now proves that salt is even worse though than bitsin. Like it's more detrimental to your health, something like that. So
something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that story came out. It's just a story, right?
It's just a story.
It could be true. It could be not true, right? But I think making a huge effort. Grabe yung sila ni gasto og advertising and promotions, and they even had like tours to their plant, all of that stuff to show everyone nga
it's fine.
It's fine.
We're
right?
good.
Because mahinumdum ko daghan ikaw mahimduman gyud nga storya nga. For example, kanang mukaon ka og Chinese restaurant ya pag human kaning malipong ka.
Somebody said that.
Diba daghan kay mo ana nga nalipong mo tungod sa bitsin gabiha But like.
But it's not true. You think it's just like a placebo?
It's probably just in the mind. You know what I mean? Like maybe galabad gud mo ang or whatever, right? Or maybe you ate something that you're not supposed to eat. Maybe it could be something else in the food.
Yeah, or it could be.
But we all blame it on Bitsin. But as far as I'm concerned, it is a kind of salt, right? MSG is a kind of salt because I remember makatilaw ko anang bitsin magnam siguro na salt ang bitsin.
Maybe it's mixed with salt and then something else.
Or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't necessarily know what MSG is, but it just makes everything supposedly taste more intense.
Yeah, maybe you can Google it. Maybe you can see.
What is
try
MSG
to check. Unsam getting MSG, does it have a huge part of it as a bitsin and salt, or is it like pure
okay, so
Bitsin?
It says here.
Where does Bitsin come from, right?
MSG or monosodium glutamate.
There we go. It has the word sodium. Isn't that like salt already?
Produced by the Ajinomoto group, is produced through fermentation of plant-based ingredients such as sugarcane, sugar beets, cassava, or corn.
Okay.
MSG is the sodium salt of glutamic acid, one of the most common naturally occurring amino acids.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't understand any of that, but apparently.
No. The question is, does it have salt? That was my question.
Well, it's sodium.
Maybe what you can do is search for
as salt
ingredients of Bitsin or Ajinomoto or.
It's the sodium salt of glutamic acid.
So it is a kind of salt, right?
Yeah.
So mo laging
okay.
It's still a kind of salt, right? So I don't know.
Unlike regular table salt, which has 40% sodium, MSG contains only 12% sodium, but it's still not salt.
Yeah, it has, but only 12%.
12%
okay.
lang.
So mo nang parat-parat sa gyud ang kaning Bitsin, right?
So Ajinomoto started it or what? Oh. Cool.
You know what? Ang sikreto sa mga magluto sa balay ba is really the
MSG?
magic rice.
Magic rice? What is that?
Ang nakoy daghan kayo nga mga unsa na magic rice ba na kana bitong like it's in a sachet, right? And you put it over rice. Have you ever tried that? And I know a lot of people who I even went to a Filipino store in Las Vegas. Daghan kay sachets of magic rice. Sakto ba magic rice ba na? Mo ni butang sa mga rice kana mga fried rice sa mga magluto sa buntag kanang pamahaw. Magic rice ba tawag kana?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really use that. Some people. So for magic sarap, sometimes my mom would just use sugar instead. Like
sugar.
Yeah, a little bit of sugar. Anything can have sugar in it, but not too much. Like you're cooking sinigang, maybe you can add a little bit of sugar there to balance it out. Adobo, put a little sugar. But I've never heard of this magic rice. It's supposed to make the rice taste good. Like you mix it with your rice that you boil.
Yep. Tell us more about your magic rice story. I know it's not very trustworthy if it has the word
People
magic.
Here
If
say
it has the word
sarap.
magic in it, right? You know, kuya magic rice.
Ala.
But who knows? That might be a real thing. Kanang magic rice makalami igid sila na or magic sarap na magic sarap.
I think ang magic sarap they just mix it in rice.
Yep.
Ang akong kasing-kasing ana sa gitawag nila nga gugma. Apan milabay ka sa kung wala nagpula. Ni dugot ni pilit ni sigag kalit kinang akong mga mata. Adunay attraction basing na'y connection ngano nagtagpo taron na panahon sa kadaghang estudyanteng wapan ako mailhe ngano sa imo adunay nabate lingi ko dire lingi ko dire pugngan kining pagpitik-pitik-pitik pitik sa ko ang dughan basig mapareani ni ato ang sauna wa pa ka matagam pinapromise specs man di nako di lima sakitan adunay attraction basig nay connection ngano nag-ila taron na panahon sa kadaghang estudyanteng wa pa nako mailhe ngano sa imo adunay na party
As is, you don't have
What do you mean?
Like that's rice already.
For example, if also add ka lang, itlog ka.
Okay lang. For me, don't I'm not plain rice.
Anyway, yeah. Punta nga nila, like, basta kay Rebos, magic sarap on everything, man. My mom.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, on everything, yeah. Magic, but with a K. Can you imagine just magic sarap? So he knows what it is. Who produced this though?
Good song, huh?
Yeah,
Mixed
good song.
feelings.
Ah,
I think, this one like in the Visma.
Okay. Such a vibe. So mine's a green.
105.1 TMC, the best of us mixed Phoenix, Lingi
Lingi ako dire.
Look my way. Lingi asa
Yeah.
kamay dire. Pansin na sa bintang dire sa YouTube.
Especially on our chats, guys. Come
Tops
on.
Media Center. Text sa Mulia eh.
Yeah.
By the way, napoy pa-contest ganiya ba? Limot mo.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, okay. Kaning among text line is just get that.
Yeah.
Bago ginabot lipay din sa kinabot ang among Shabby.
Shabby.
Dali sa kaning
Sa station?
sa TMC kanang night
What you order? What did you order?
Na ay helicopter ni abot. Shopee delivery.
Yours comes from a helicopter. Ako kay they send a dove.
A dove.
They send like 50 doves that carry a package.
50 doves.
Yeah, or an eagle sometimes.
Kung imong ipada kaning dako nga butang, let's just say
eagle man.
Magpada ka og refrigerator. So may
20 ka eagles.
20 ka eagles.
Yeah,
Anyway,
actually a drone. It's a drone sometimes.
Delivery din sa Shopee o sa Lazada and the other delivery guys.
Yeah.
Magkuhan sila helicopter siya. Diba?
Yeah.
Ang among
Shopee. So what you order? What did you order?
Telepono lang. Kaning cell phone.
The cell phone?
The cell phone.
What can I have a look?
Yeah.
What is it? An iPhone?
Yeah, it's our own brand. It's like the Jiggy Juice brand.
Oh, Jiggy Juice phone.
You can squeeze more life out of your cell phone if you get the Jiggy Juice cell phone. Ang among cell phone number 0999. That's 0999 887 6070. Say it I'm doing ba?
Yeah.
Nun mo na ka.
No, but
one more time. Remember 0999
999
887 60 70. Inom na ka.
Yeah.
Say in 3, 2, 1.
Let's say together.
Go lang.
No.
1, 2, 3, go.
099988. Oh, I forgot the last one.
Oh
no!
Let's do it again.
See, I know, guys. I suck at memorizing, guys. You're revealing my. You're revealing my.
No, it takes it takes like 7 to 10 repetitions before you remember something. I still remember our landline at home. I still remember the landline of my previous radio station when they still had a landline. So karon ato ni hinumduman kay mo ni atong gamiton kung magpa-contest ang atang tag.
So you have something to give away today?
Nay daghan pero hinumdumi sa ning number. Stop distracting me. You're distracting me,
Go.
0999.
Okay.
887 6070.
Okay.
Let me repeat that one more time. 0 without looking at the phone.
Okay, got it.
0999. That's 0999 887 60 70. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
0999 887 6070.
You got it!
Somebody in the comments said, "Sana all the bagong Android."
Yes, bagong Android. We have a brand.
Yeah, we have a brand new phone. So guys, hit us up.
Android phone that we need to use. Okay. Please.
Yeah, for all the texts.
Yes, we
have
a brand new Android phone.
I like that you're getting so used to the sound box. What is this thing called? The sound effects thingy. Sound effects.
Android. You know what an Android is, right?
Yeah.
Like
a robot.
It used to mean like half man, half robot. That's what an
Isn't
Android
that like a cyborg?
Can you look it up? Now I'm confused.
I think cyborg means someone like someone.
Nalilibog na ako.
Android. Oh, it's a robot with a human appearance. That's an android.
That's an android.
Okay.
So versus a cyborg. What's a cyborg? Ang diferensya nila. What's a cyborg?
A cyborg is a person with physical abilities that are extended beyond normal human limitations because of mechanical elements built into the body. So you have mechanical elements in a human body. That's a cyborg.
Okay, so
kind of like the ones in Justice League, but
a cyborg is primarily a human being.
Yes, and some parts are being replaced or enhanced by technology.
Cyborg siya.
Yeah.
So kaning si Android.
Android is just a robot with a human
appearance. So full robot ng Android.
Yeah, it's kind of like the ones that Elon Musk has been creating.
That's the kind. That is what Elon Musk is. He's an actual Android.
No, he's the Android.
He's the Android. So nga naman ang telepono nahimo naman nag-Android.
Why is it called Android?
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's confusing because the way I remember it is that kind of Android. Mo lagi na gisulti mo ka.
It's a human with an Android. Yeah.
Android ng cell phone. Mayong buntag, top of the morning to Bea Piramide. Yes, I got you.
Top of the morning.
Text, girl. Thank you.
Oh, she sent over some text?
Yes.
She said hi?
The testing na siya. Test text.
It's really sunny. Guys, if you're watching the YouTube live, you can see how behind me, it's super sunny right now, but it's still super foggy. I can't see anything like it.
Isn't that
I can't see it is. It's sunny, but foggy at the same time.
That's what happens if you are 2,000 feet closer to heaven. Our prayers here are more likely to be answered.
So send in your
Send in-
requests.
If you want some prayers, we'll say them for you.
Yeah.
Seriously, right?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Send it through the texts.
To the chat, to the Top Media Center on the tubes.
Oh, is that the phone right now? Making
Yes,
that
it's
thing?
Good morning from a USJR student.
Hi.
Adelante. That is their sort of.
Oh, that's what they say. Adelante.
Adelante.
What does adelante mean?
Maybe you can
Like
text
forward?
If you're a USJR, if you're a Osenian,
Yeah.
palihog ko pasabta yun sa adelante.
What is adelante?
Kaya wala mi nakasabot ang adelante kay dili mi taga USJR. So please, what does adelante mean?
Yeah. And top of the morning to you. Who else said hi? I can hear your phone. Whoa, now people are really going through the chats.
Carlo Abelia. Naminaw siya sa Lapu-Lapu City.
Ooh.
Daghang salamat.
Top of the
sa
morning,
inyong
fellow.
pagpaminaw diyan sa
On the
Lapu-Lapu.
chats, Lay Claire also says good morning.
Wow, thank
Top
you
of the
so
morning,
much.
lady.
It's always a pleasure to know that you're out there listening, right?
Yeah, we're not just talking to ourselves, Jaden.
Yeah, sometimes
There are two people.
we feel like we're just all alone here.
Yeah.
Which is fine by me, you know. I'm actually fine with nobody listening, but now that you're listening, it's even finer, right?
It's better.
Finer.
Oh, the phone's really buzzing.
Okay, so shout out to Jake Disciple Subang. What is this?
Is that his name?
This is what it is. Adelante means forward.
Ah.
Adelante.
Adelante.
Forward.
Is that
Spanish?
Spanish?
Right? Spanish, no?
I guess it is because most of our educational
Yeah, institutions are.
Okay,
Adelante.
Adelante.
I like
So,
that. I like that.
Please give a shout out to the ACES Eye Referral Center, Associated Eye Specialist Perpetual Soccer Branch. Daghang
Hi,
salamat sa
top
inyong
of the
pagpaminaw. Top of
morning.
the morning.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yes, daghang salamat. Top of the morning to you. Please play instead Hain Ang Utlanan
Okay.
by Willie Garte and Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga, Die With a Smile. Thank you so much, RJ of Kanduman. Let's see what I can
Hi,
do
RJ.
with your request.
We got you.
Once again, our brand new TMC line is
Is
09
busy.
Go ahead.
0999-887-6070.
That's 0999-887-6070. You can join us on the chats at Tops Media Center on the tubes, on our Facebook page, Tops Media Center. You can also chat with us there.
Yeah.
And also our website, Tops Media Center. The thing with our YouTube is that we sort of turn off the music when it starts playing because marag ma-flag man ta sa YouTube ko nga
Yeah.
iban ta nila musam ni sila artiha sa nila. Anyway,
It's because of copyright issues. But
Copyright
guys, one of the
issues.
best things about the chats on Tubes or YouTube
Okay.
is that we get to really interact with the people on the chats because as soon as the song plays, we never turn off our mics here on the studio in
Yeah.
the studio, and we can answer your questions in
So,
real time then and there.
pasaylo ako sa magsagit-sagit ra gyud ko.
Mm.
That's how I pump myself up.
Yeah, I know. If Kuya
sometimes.
Magic was here, he'd be dancing too.
Yeah.
Like, you know how he is.
You know what I do? I'll just tell them that so that they'll be warned. I usually I clap and I scream
Yeah.
like
to,
a
to
grunt.
hype yourself up.
Yeah, man. Whiskey-
Ako good. You'll notice while I'll keep moving around. You'll
Yeah.
see me going to the bathroom,
Yeah.
walking back and forth. So yeah.
So that's how you pump yourself up.
Yeah, bathroom breaks. or
Bathroom
if, I
breaks.
probably munch on something. Pero wala man akong, my smuggler of, today. Smuggler of sour belts.
Oh, sour belts. Aslum
Aslum
nga
bunal.
nga bunal. Sour belt. Lami ng aslum nga bunal.
Sour
Good morning
belts.
to Planet J Rent a Car. Daghang salamat. Top of the
Wow.
morning to you.
Top of the morning.
Nainig testing dito. Testing ko no testing. Jiggy testing. So many.
Trying to see if madawat ba yung
Madawat
text.
ba yun nila
Yep,
ang
we got your text. We got
Okay,
your text.
this next song I'd like to send out to all of our friends in Lapu-Lapu City, most especially to Carlo Abela. Here's some Jag Mac.
Woo.
105.1 TMC and Sunstar now brings you News Bites. This is the headline of Sunstar today. October 10, 2024. The newly installed mayor of Cebu City, Raymond Alvin Garcia, says his priorities are health and infrastructure. Newly installed Cebu City Mayor Raymond Alvin Garcia is eyeing a budget of 18 to 20 billion for 2025. As he begins his duties as the full-fledged mayor of Cebu City, Raymond Alvin Garcia, sworn in last yesterday, October 9, 2024, vowed to make healthcare and infrastructure the key priorities of his administration. Garcia, who officially assumed his new role following a ceremony Wednesday, also said that he would continue some of the projects left by dismissed Mayor Michael Rama, including the socialized housing projects and the intensive Gubat Sabaha initiative. The oath was administered by Department of the Interior and Local Government DILG 7 Director Leocadio Trovella. He was joined by his wife Kate, his daughter Lexi, his father, former Cebu City Mayor Alvin, and of course, mother Ninette. Those are the headlines. Please go grab a copy of Sunstar or go to their Facebook page at Sunstar Cebu to know more about what is going down in Cebu.
Yeah.
Stay tuned again tomorrow for another episode of News Bites from Sunstar and TMC, the best of us. So, na tayo mga tigpaminaw nga walay klase karon sa Ateneo di Cebu. Nganong wa man ni sila klase karon? Nganong sugimingaw kay mga classroom sa Ateneo? Una ginana, sa?
Yeah, for sure.
So, pero karon man good adlaw is you mentioned today is
one of the teachers Pampers Day. Teacher Pamper Day.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Teachers Pamper Day. Teacher and staff.
Mura man sa kanang diaper sa bata. Good.
I know. That's why I said
so,
Pampers.
Teacher mag-pamper sila day?
It's Teacher Pamper Day and all the teachers don't have work.
Okay.
The entire day they get to choose. I don't know if it's the same as last year, but usually they'll get to choose between having a free haircut.
Okay, free haircut.
Free mani-pedi.
Kinsa may mo haircut nilang mga estudyante rasad. So kung di ka ganahan sa imong maestra, imong bahakan, di ba? Patay. But seriously, kinsa may mo mapatupin nila?
Depends on who they
Na ay mga barbero doon sa eskwela?
Yeah, sometimes tough or salonderos. Depend on who they get. So and then they also have
Uyaw kinastanan Justin kay kung magpatupi sila sa eskwelahan na ay mga buhok nga mabilin, basi gamito na para kulam. Di ba?
Oh, tagaan ko good grades aning ni miss.
Or like like naay kanang unsa na kanang dal bitaw nga.
Yeah, voodoo.
Voodoo,
no.
right? Oh my God. So teachers, please do
be
not
careful. Don't
leave your hair anywhere,
unattended.
Okay? Unattended, okay? So anyway, you were saying?
Yeah, so they get free mani-pedis or a massage. It really depends. And then a lot of other free stuff on that day. So it's great. Yeah. Get a free breakfast. They have wellness activities. I don't know what they have for today. Sometimes mga Zumba or whatever. But it's a really fun day for all the teachers and staff of the school.
So aside from today being Teacher's Day, a teacher wearing Pampers Day in Ateneo de Cebu, it's also actually World Mental Health Day.
Yes, exactly.
So maayong buntag top of the morning to all those celebrating World Mental Health Day, which is everyone, right?
Everyone,
practically everyone. So
everyone.
can you explain to me what does that mean? Why did we decide? Why did the world decide to celebrate World Mental Health Day? What is this all about?
Yeah, so World Mental Health Day is an international day for global mental health education. It's a day to celebrate awareness, advocacy against social stigma. So the funny thing is this is actually very underrated. I would always say every day is Mental Health Day, right?
Yeah.
We are as much as we value our physical health, we must also look after our feelings, our thoughts, how we're feeling, and basically just keep what do you call this? Kind of keep moving forward, right? And understand that the stigma that's present isn't actually the truth. And just because it's not seen or manifested physically, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So yeah, happy World Mental Health Day to everyone.
Maybe you can give us some tips because that is right up your alley. You mentioned, right? Moramakage, this is something that's close to your heart, right?
Yeah, I mean...
So, Justin, maybe you can tell us, like, how do I know that I need help? How do I know that there is something that is wrong with me? And, the word is not wrong with me. Like unsa man akong gibati. At what point do I say, I've got to go talk to a
therapist,
an expert. I got to talk to somebody because dili na ni healthy. So this is difficult because you're the worst judge of who you are, right?
Yeah,
in fact,
exactly.
I have this belief that the last person to know who you are
is yourself.
because you've never observed you. You've been you forever, right? So
you have this bias.
You have this bias. You have been you for a long time.
Yeah.
There's no way for you to observe you. So kana bitaw mga tao musulti nako. I know
myself
I know
more.
me. That for me, that is a kind of a lie because you really don't know you. The only way nga makibaw ka kung kinsa ka is the way people react to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know
Looking
that
outside
you
of
know
the
that
box.
story of the sound of one hand clapping, right? There's no sound because it's just one hand. There has
You
to be
need
two
two
hands.
hands.
So you need to interact with people. You need to bounce off who you are to know who you are.
Yeah.
So the way people treat you, the way people look at you, the way people behave around you
Yeah.
is probably the best guess of who you are, right?
Yeah.
The best approximation of who you are, because of course the concept of the self is ever changing, ever evolving.
Yeah.
Because sa busa mo ginang
Yeah.
ikaw, like, for example,
You're
karon-
never the same person as you
karon
were.
kaning inani ka pag mata nimo that you're just a shadow of who you once were yesterday, you
Yeah.
know. So akong
I like
pangutan nimo,
that.
Justin, is how do you know? How do I know that I need
Help.
mental help?
Okay.
Mental help.
Okay. So I think one thing to consider though is that there are no metrics that anyone can impose on you to say, if you're exhibiting this kind of behavior, you need to see someone. I mean, generally, in psychology, there are, if you had a change of behavior for a consistent change of behavior throughout a specific period of time. But generally, when it comes to understanding when should I seek help, when should I talk to someone, it's about looking inward and at the same time looking outward. So when we say looking outward, I think I agree with you on that, Jiggy, nga. You have to see people's reaction to you. You can't just consider, you can't just be so inside your own box. Nga, "Ani man ko, this is how I act. I think I'm fine." Like nobody can tell me I've been
exactly.
I've not been cranky, or I've not been exhibiting this kind of behavior. I've not been doing this or that. Okay, I know myself. So you have to really interact with other people and reflect on how your relationships are. So when you say relationships, these vary with anyone. How do I treat the people around me? How do I treat my family? How is my relationship with strangers? How do I treat people who have nothing good to give in my life? How do I treat people who I can get good from, diba? So when you look into those and you find answers to those, you can somehow gauge, okay, is the way I'm acting, does it need help? Do I need to seek someone's help? Do I need to talk to someone about it? Is there something I need to change? So that's looking outward.
Mm-hmm.
When we say looking inward, that's the inward. That means like introspection, looking inward and having some sort of self-reflection and self-awareness, which for me is extremely important, because you can get all the advice from every person in the world. You can have your family, your parents, your friends tell you, hey, you need help. But if deep inside you feel like you don't, and you feel like there's nothing wrong with you, and based on your self-assessment, you feel like, okay, naman ko, I'm good.
Okay ra na?
Yeah.
Okay ra ka?
Yeah. So then,
But how about this? You don't need to go to that point when you feel like there's something wrong with you, right?
That's where I was gonna lead to, right?
You know what I
don't
mean?
have to-
Because sometimes you just need some kind of self assessment, right? Like an inventory of your
Exactly.
emotions. Because
Exactly.
possibly manggod nga kana manggong mga tao nga there's something that they are going through, right? Not necessarily good or bad, but there's something in their heads that's bothering them, for example.
Yeah.
Sometimes manggod mura na siya like gamay ra kayong butang ba, di ba?
So that's why I would always say, look inwardly before you can't really say manggod.
But-
You don't want to wait until the point bitaw of
Yeah,
more
correct. Sakto
no
ka,
return.
sakto ka.
You don't have to wait for a mental breakdown.
Yeah, correct.
Before you seek help.
Exactly, but back to my point earlier, nga, you're the worst judge of who you are,
You
right?
are, yeah.
So if you look inward, if you look at the way you feel and all of that stuff,
If you just focus on that.
and
yeah.
you just do that, like I said, you're the worst judge of who you are, right? And
So that's
what
why
you're
it's-
feeling. So that's why you
yeah.
need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
That way, you're bouncing off
Off.
who you think you are.
Yeah, so it has to be a balance.
Yeah, when you're thinking about it inwardly, then you'll have a closer approximation of what you're
Yeah.
really going through. But here's the thing. Something happens. Para nako, this is just my personal assessment. By the way, good morning, top of the morning to our friends in the Tubes, the Tops Media Center. Ginamos. Nibalik na yun si Ginamos. Naay Pikachu sa likod ni Jiggy, top of the morning, si Kuya Magic ni nanimahong magic sarap, pero ayang gisulob ka Pikachu ra gyapon.
Pikachu.
So okay ra.
Bert also says hi. Ganina daw siya sa Tops.
Mayang
Nagsaka-saka
bungkag.
daw siya bike.
Oh,
I have a joke.
mo ba? Wali ko.
Oh,
Nako
wait.
nakita nagbisikleta ganiha sa Tops, pero si Bert ka to.
Basin.
Unsa Kuya Magic? Unsa?
He has a joke though.
Comment.
You have a
Okay,
joke.
what-
What is
Well, we should give you a
what
mic.
is your
Hold
joke?
on.
How'd you get Pikachu?
How?
How'd you get Pikachu on the bus?
How do you get Pikachu on a bus? How? Wala pa.
You Pokemon.
You Pokemon.
You poke him. Okay.
Guys, you should see Kuya Magic. Pero timi katawaan rin sa likod. He's
Yeah.
laughing.
That one was actually particularly very funny, right? Right. Look at that, man. All right. Okay. Very funny, Kuya Magic.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, it was very good joke.
And
I like his
Nice leaving the room.
I like his magic sarap perfume, by the way.
Yeah.
He says he has found love in
AKA
magic sarap. Yeah, I think
Magic sarap
that
flavored.
should be your go-to smell now, Kuya Magic. So you smell like magic sarap. So back to my our conversation about
going
mental
back,
health,
yeah.
right? So you don't have to go and wait nga maabot sa panahon nga wala na kay you're it's already beyond your control, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Even if you're feeling fine and dandy, even if you're feeling heavenly, you still need to talk to somebody, right?
Yeah, so that's why you
So,
really have to have that balance of outside
Exactly.
and
But something
inside.
happens to you, Justine, if you start looking inward, right? Something happens to you. Because if you're looking at yourself inward, then you have your thoughts sort of get organized, right? And then especially if you there's a practice involved, maybe you do a little bit of meditation, right? If you look at yourself inward, then you realize, like what's important, right? And how you feel,
Who you are.
Yeah, especially if you meditate,
What
right?
things are what are the things valuable to you? What are the things that matter to you?
Yeah, right.
What are your goals? Yeah.
So there's a benefit to looking inward.
Yes. Always.
And there's also a benefit to bouncing off to another human being.
Getting
right?
outside
Yeah.
opinion. That's true.
So yeah.
So I think it
Mura
just,
mas psychologist ng gistoryaan din. But you are a psychologist, right?
No, I'm not. I
Wow.
took up psychology
Oh,
as
okay.
my undergrad.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my college
So-
course, but I'm not a.
So can you assess this scream? Okay ra na siya?
That's a scream of a goat.
Oh, really?
I think it's a goat.
Okay.
Sounds
ra?
like a goat to me.
Okay. So, okay,
Kanding.
okay. Based
Okay
on your psychology degree, would you think that this is a normal person?
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Sounds
That sounds
like
like me every morning.
Sounds like you on a regular day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How did you get that recording of me? How did you find that?
No, kani siya gisugo nako si Jaden imuhang manghod
To record me every day?
Jaden ibilin na guni akong cellphone sa kaning kwarto ni
Justine, and
para
record her in the
ma-record
day.
nako kung damnon siya. Sama na siya. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's me every day.
Oh no. So Zyric Leona, Jiggy Juice, Ma'am Justine, gimamang kaniya niya ako wala mo giser.
Yeah. Hey,
Ayun
what
na,
the heck?
ayun na. I'm just kidding. It's okay.
Mom, pagid miss.
Ma'am, nganong gimamang kaniya day.
He says or she says, Maajong, top of the
Maajong.
morning, everyone. Jiggy Juice and Ma'am Justine, have a good day ahead.
I'm sorry.
Top of the morning to you too, Zyric.
I'm sure you feel disrespected when I call you Dai.
No, that's fine. That's
sorry,
fine.
Sorry, Justina. Sorry, kayo. Okay.
It's fine. You also hate it when I used to call you sir.
I know, right? Why would you call me sir?
I think it's just a Filipino. Okay, I'll call you Munding then.
Oh no, that's even worse, man. Please do not call me Munding.
Guys, that's Jiggy's nickname. We found out on the first day one of his friends from
please.
college, but to Jiggy High School.
Please do not do that. Do not do that. Do not call me Munding. Otherwise, I will call my friends from the FBI.
To arrest me.
Oh yes, please.
Joel Lim says, "Bring back Kuya Magic. We need more Pokemon jokes. Kuya Magic, someone
Pokemon
actually
jokes.
wants your Pokemon. Oh, he's back. He's back.
We
Your
need-
wish is our command.
We need more. We need more Pokemon jokes.
Somebody wants more of your.
There you go.
Another
Hi.
Pokemon. Another Pokemon.
Somebody
joke,
wants
please.
more of your Pokemon jokes.
come
You
on,
gotta come up with more.
More Pokemon jokes?
Yeah. Mura na siya na corner, guys. Yung naong ba? More Pokemon jokes.
Why did the Pikachu cross the road?
Why did the Pikachu cross the road, ladies and gentlemen?
To get to the other side.
Wrong sound effect man to. Where's the laugh? Laugh up to.
No. Most of his jokes are
Guys, he's
scary.
the only one who laughs. He's like, eh.
Yeah.
He laughs at his jokes.
It laughs at
Allah,
his own
Joel Lim
joke.
says boo.
What? Boo!
You
That
gotta come
wasn't
up
the
with
funny
more.
joke.
More siguro. Okay.
Okay.
Come up with more.
Come on,
Nah, he
amoy
left na
mga
noon,
come on,
guys.
amoy joke diya sa YouTube Tops Media Center, please. Maybe you can
Yeah.
post your jokes, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about mental health today because it's World Mental Health
You know
Day.
what? Let's ask everyone in the chats as well as those on our text message. How do you take care of your mental health?
Ooh,
I just
good
want to know.
question.
So I know people are probably going to give the basic answer. Oh, I go for a walk. But what are unique things that you do to
Okay.
take care of your mental health? So again,
What are the unique things that you do to take care of your mental health?
What do you do para dili ka mabuang, right?
Yes, basically. So send in your answers on the tubes, on the chats.
On one of and buang.
Yeah.
And how do you keep yourself sane?
What do you do to take
That's
care
the question.
of
What
your
do you
mental
do
health?
to take care of your brain? You know what? I'll tell you an interesting story. You know what stress does to you sometimes, aside from other things? Stress actually disturbs your I've got to say this, your bowel movements.
Yeah, it does.
Right?
Very much.
And I got a text here from a friend of mine. She just made like this huge announcement. Let me just.
Sige.
She just said, "Nakapoop na ko." So congratulations to you.
Congratulations. You know why? She probably feels so relaxed man
Yeah.
good from our
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Oh, na nakaano taon siya. She's able to
Nakapoop na gid taon siya.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations
Girl,
to you.
congratulations.
So,
you know,
because
it's been a while. But
mo-
since she's been holding it in town,
Mo lagi.
we never know.
Dugay na ni siya na stress
Sounds
kay
sad.
lumalargahay ni siya ba niya
Yeah.
pag human kaning murag na stress siya, so nahitabo is wala siya nakapoop, but finally
Yeah,
nakapoop na gid.
congrats.
So congratulations. Those are just one of the many
Milestones of the day.
manifestations of stress, right?
Yeah.
And we're celebrating mental health.
What are other
World Mental Health Day today, right?
Yeah. What are
So-
other manifestations of stress can you
Uy,
think
sus,
of?
daghan
Gigi?
kay sa
Number one, what else?
Kalimtanon ka. I remember kanang stress kay ko daghan kay ko gihunhuna niya ato ko nagparking ko sa one of the malls here. Niya pagawas na ko ano ko ba? Asa naman niya akong giparkingan? Asa mo tong
Yeah,
level? So what I
you
usually do is picturean na lang gyud nako ang parking lot, ang number o niya asa ko ni gawas, di ba? For example sa seaside, di ba?
Yeah.
Ang imong hinumduman is asa ka nga first
Which
tindahan
floor?
nga ni gawas, right?
Oh,
For
yeah,
example,
yeah,
sa
yeah.
Bose, right? Sa
Yeah,
Bose. Naman ni Bose di ang parking lot nga,
Yeah.
nga no sa parking lot. So Bose, akong picture. So akong hunaon Bose lang.
Yeah.
By the way,
Exactly.
there's a Bose here at the Taps Media Center. They should open a little bit earlier.
I know.
Earlier, right?
When,
Because
when we arrived, there were so many people
I
here
know,
already.
sayang
So
nga,
guys, this
sayang
would
nga
be
gyud.
the best breakfast place. Like
Yeah,
if you
I
want to just go
know.
for a
Oh my
for a
God.
quick breakfast while
Alas
the
11
sun's
pa sila
rising.
moari.
Yeah.
Moabli, I'm
you
sorry.
You should come up the tops.
Ang ako ang daughter was here yesterday, si Summer.
Hi, Summer.
Pag human, I was told her, I was nang hambog pa ko niya nga. Kaning,
Hi, Bose.
okay ra, daghan kay coffee shop dito. Kaya she wants, this is what people want. People your age and people who are going to school, right?
Our age, Jiggy, our age.
Our age, sorry. They want good coffee and they want an outlet, right?
Okay.
An outlet.
Yeah.
Kanang para ma-charge silang
Yeah, exactly.
gadgets.
Devices.
And,
That's always what I look for actually. And Wi-Fi.
And Wi-Fi. Mura gina.
Perfect.
Mura gina, right?
Perfect trio.
So I was telling Von this. Von, na bago nga coffee shop, nindot kayo. Does it have an outlet? Mo gina.
Good question.
Doesn't have an outlet,
Come on,
Dad.
good siya.
Second namin
May outlet?
uban nga usar ka outlet. Nasa tunga-tunga so mag-ilog
Exactly.
ang mga tao.
Mag-share ka. Awkward ka iPod.
And you've been to Korea, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about tell everybody the story of how Korean cafes and restaurants always have outlets and magtapok kun ang mga cellphone usahay kay mag-charge. People, it's like expected already for you to go to a cafe and charge, right? Tell me,
Yeah, okay,
describe to
so-
us the scene there.
Okay, so the thing is, I've never actually walked around outside of the airport. I've been to Korea for a
Ah.
couple layovers
Oh,
only.
okay,
yeah.
okay, but
I do notice
yeah,
that bit.
yeah.
I think it's a trend, Magud. I think students, most cafes are so popular in Korea. Yeah. Especially if you watch mga vlogs, you'll
Yeah.
notice, and that's because a lot of the students just go there for reviews, for
Yeah.
studying. You know, it's a good place to rest, and so
Yeah.
everyone mangyud uses iPads, laptops, devices. So they really, make sure that all cafes have outlets.
Yeah.
Good for
Ilang
ano.
mga coffee shop dito, makita ka nga, daghan kay mga telepono. And everybody's charging something.
Yeah.
More expected na ba? They don't charge you anything.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like a thing, right?
Pero diri kulang gihapon, no?
I know.
You'll
know.
literally go to cafes with no Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
no outlet. So
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I?
Where am I, right?
Where am I supposed to work?
What an L, right? Can you imagine?
What an L.
What an L.
Yeah, what an L.
Yeah, and finally, na nakadungog sa joke ni Kuya Magic ng Portig yung korniha. So si Joel Lim nasa siya ihang kagalingon nga
Joke,
nga
Pokemon
joke.
joke.
I don't know,
Sige.
Joel, if you want to call us or do you
Yeah,
want us
yeah.
to read it yourself? Okay, maybe you should call us, right? You know our number. Call us. We can put you on the air, and you can read your joke We can read your joke on the air, right? As we
sure.
celebrate Mental Health
So
Awareness
yeah.
Day today, of course. Ang mag-joke ta kay importante man ang
Laughter is the best medicine
sense
also.
of humor,
yeah,
right?
sense of humor.
Maybe.
So our phone lines are now open if you guys want to text. So earlier we asked our callers, the people joining us on our chats on the tubes, all our listeners, we asked you guys, what do you do to take care of your mental health? But before I answer that question, I want to do a shout out to my classmate.
Okay.
Speaking of mental health, our final exam today is kind of cancelled. Woohoo!
Whoa.
Hep hep hooray! Tomorrow pa ta makita, guys. Shout out to Joe Jeremy Dream.
Okay.
Lim, he's my classmate, and of course his sweetheart in class, si Carmela. So both of them are really cute.
Sweetheart in class. What does that mean?
Wala, cute kayo sila sa class.
Iyang uyab? Masa man?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So we have a couple in class.
Yeah, I know. We always tease them. See Jeremy and see Carmela. So shout out to them. Good morning to you guys. Top of the morning.
Okay.
I just was reminded of mental health because when I think of studies, I do think of mental health too. Anyway, so we have a couple answers here on the chat.
Go ahead, please read them because I have one right now from Bea Beatriz.
Okay, perfect.
Piramide. She says that this is how she keeps herself sane. Bouncing off your thoughts with someone is one thing, but having someone professional to talk to you can do wonders too. That's Beatriz
and you know what,
Piramide.
Jiggy, before we get into the other answers, part of Mental Health Day, it says really it has to do with staring away stigma. And the thing is, with Filipinos, I feel like we're not very open to therapy, and it's really seen as like buang jud ka if you see a therapist, right? But but what people forget is that mental health is just the same as physical health. When you have a cough or a cold, Jiggy, what do you go to? You go to a doctor.
I go to a coughologist.
Coughologist,
Yeah, a
right?
coughologist.
Yeah, and you go to a doctor to give you a prescription.
Yeah.
You take simple medicine. It's not seen as a bad thing. Everyone sees it as a norm. You're sick. You're really sick. You need help. You go to a doctor. But how come for someone, for example, who has anxiety and really can't talk to anyone, why is it so bad to say that you're going to therapy?
Yeah.
Why do people look so like they look down on you when they hear that you've been speaking to a therapist? In the Western culture, I don't know if you know this, Kuya Magic, and you've seen it. It's kind of accepted. People go to therapy a lot in other countries.
But it took them a long time to get
there.
To normalize it.
Yeah,
right?
to normalize
But
that.
here's the thing. You're right though that it is
Stigma here.
There's a stigma. Buang na ka. But here's the thing. There's primarily your brain is actually being carried by your body, right? Your mind is being carried by your body. Usually, and not all the time. Usually. There's something wrong with your mental condition because you didn't take care of your physical. Your body, right?
They're
because
connected,
they're
man.
all connected, right? So it's also possible. You just need to move. You just need to exercise. You just need to do something, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And one of those things, of course, lang tao, right?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know what I mean?
Uh-uh.
And then exercise is a very
So,
good.
Yeah, it's a different thing when you've
right?
exhausted all your resources, no, and then you're really diagnosed with something and you need
of
professional
course,
help.
of course.
But there's also different kinds of therapy, sunlight therapy, talking to therapy in the sense of going outside,
aromatherapy,
ASMR. So never underestimate the little things you can do to make yourself feel better. I think that's what you're trying to say, right, Jiggy?
Yeah.
No, so going back here on our YouTube chats, the Mama Log says, stay away from toxic situations or relationships or people. That's one of the big things that she does to take care of her own mental health. And eat ice. It calms me and makes me happy.
Whoa, what is that?
Are you an ice eater?
No, I'm not an ice eater.
How about you? Are you an ice eater, Kuya Magic?
Yeah.
Oh, you are an ice chewer?
He's just an eater, period.
Not just ice.
I love it.
You could chew ice, yeah?
It's cool.
Yeah, so actually it's been proven.
In other words, bugnaw.
Bugnaw kayo nga feeling. So it's proven in research, no, and for people struggling with anxiety, chewing ice or putting your face in a bowl of ice water, even your hands in ice water, could help you stir away any anxious thoughts. Helps you.
Again, it goes back to the physical, right?
Yeah, it's a physical feeling. More ma-distracted ka ba? It's a physical kanang murag. It's a way to calm yourself down and reach a state of like equilibrium wherein your body is calmed and also your mind is calm. So yeah, that's a good advice, guys. If you're nervous about something, you have a presentation, for example, try to chew ice.
Zyric Leona says, go for a stroll or run, but it's important to pull out from a stressful situation para dili ka overwhelmed. By the way, shout out to Pikachu in the background.
Everyone loves Pikachu.
Okay, so
yeah, a stroll or a run.
Si Joel lim na siya cute kayong a joke, but I want you to say the joke yourself, Joel.
Yeah, come on. Call us.
Please.
I think Gina Muslimi wanted to call our number as well. So guys, hit up our line.
Waligi ko nakabantay ninawag lagi.
Yeah, let's check. I'll make sure the ringer is on though. Is the ringer on?
No, but I should be able to see it because it's right in front of me.
Okay, we'll see.
Excuse me.
So yeah, but as you mentioned earlier, a lot of the kanang mental manifestations, a lot of the times when we feel down, it's actually a physical manifestation,
Yeah.
meaning there's an imbalance in your body.
Nanay ni
Chemicals,
gawas. Nanay ni gawas,
hormones. So sometimes you just need to balance it out. So for a lot of people, they take magnesium. So you can get
Heard
those
about that, yeah.
you can get those in mga healthy options, magnesium tablets.
Na may mga certain conditions, let's just say
Those are supplements na bitaw.
hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism. There's certain ailments nga maka-affect sa imong mental condition. Right?
Yes,
Would you be
very
able to
much.
let us know, Justin, unsa man yung mga physical conditions like hypothyroidism or hyper that affects your
Causes like an imbalance in your
mental
hormones and
your mental health. Kung
Yeah.
na yung mga diseases, mga conditions lagi nga maka-apekto sa imong utok, right?
Yeah.
So one of those is that. What are the others?
So the first thing I think about, and
What are
this
the
is
other
for all the
conditions?
women out there who suffer with PCOS.
Oh,
so
yeah. I heard about that
I-
too, yeah.
PCOS is very common in women, and it's like this sort of. Please correct me if I'm wrong. All our people related in the medical field. No, I'm just basing off from. I have lots of friends who have PCOS, and they say it's like this. It has to do with like a hormonal imbalance, and it varies from woman to woman. The symptoms are different because it's like this genetic mutation thing. So what you experience could be different from what another woman is experiencing. But one of the key things is that it has to do with a hormonal imbalance, meaning some women experience kanang hair fall, some women experience acne, some women experience bloating. But the gist of that also it greatly affects your mood. So a lot of women who are experiencing PCOS oftentimes would feel fatigue and at the same time feel very demotivated for several days to the point na they would almost think that nasa like depression, no, because they can't do day-to-day activities, and it lasts for more than a week na. And some women also feel lethargic. So again, that's an example. That's just one example of how your physical illness or ailment can affect your mood.
Hyperthyroidism, PCOS. What else? What are the other conditions that affect your
ailments?
mental health?
Anything in general that causes pain.
Aside from stress, of course, like mental stress, right? Anything that causes pain also affects your brain.
Yeah,
right?
and also if you have problems with your sugar, kanang ano ka?
Diabetic?
If you're diabetic,
Okay.
people who are craving sugar, their mood can also greatly depend on how much sugar
it
they
could
have
be
in their
just
body.
their diet, right?
Their diet also, if you notice someone is often cranky to the point that I don't know, Filipinos would make this joke, kana siya ba kanang bipolar man na siya, but you never know, that person actually has diabetes and has a struggle with regulating their sugar.
Or maybe they're just taking too much sugar, right? Like what we're
Kana
doing
pod.
right now. Look at this. I don't understand.
I'm sorry I brought you that.
Are you trying to kill us?
It's coffee. It's coffee,
look
guys.
at this, man. Sugar, fat.
I forgot Jiggy is very with
Sugar.
his health.
Sugar is the enemy.
Oh, I want to say top of the morning to a friend of mine listening today.
14.3%.
Pila.
What are you trying to do? You're trying to murder us here.
It's coffee though. Let me have a look at that.
No, look at
Guys,
that.
I feel so bad. I brought them coffee, but he says
14.3.
it's full of sugar.
14.3%.
That's so
a lot
small.
of sugar.
That's fine.
Kana mo kung sugar good, di ba? There's like a sugar rush, a sugar high, right?
Yeah.
But the problem with the sugar rush, you go high and you go low.
After,
Seriously, right?
yeah, you feel high for a certain period of time and then crash.
I see Kuya Magic with like tons of Red Bull in the ref and
Huh?
all of that stuff.
No, that's really bad for you.
I
That's
know,
one
right?
thing. I'm
So-
very anti-energy drink, actually, guys.
So,
Sorry.
You Kuya Magic, what are you doing with your brain, man? Are you?
Yeah.
Are you
Oh, yeah, you know what? I
Are you
haven't asked
stuffing
you
it
that.
with Red Bull?
No,
No.
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 I guess I'm trying to use as much, of the. Well, I just don't. I just can't get with coffee. I just can't. It's
Okay.
like I'm a tea drinker. Come on, I'm from England.
You're,
so
Oh,
you're,
yeah.
you're a tea drinker.
What do you think about how Filipinos make tea?
I haven't tried.
You haven't seen how Filipinos make tea? Just like stick
Dili-
in a
dili
tea
na
bag and hot
tea with
water?
Cha, not cha.
I haven't tried.
So, Kuya Magic, we're asking all our viewers today, all our listeners, all the people in the chats, people ring up our phone, we're asking them, how do they take care of their mental health? I wanted to ask you, what's
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
unique thing that
Because-
Kuya Magic does?
Because that's why I brought up Red Bull because
Yeah.
That's his way?
I'm concerned for him because he's
no.
putting so much sugar in his brain. Do you realize that Red Bull also has a lot of caffeine, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know that, right? So
of
that's
course.
that's coffee. That's still coffee, but you just don't like the taste of coffee. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
What do you mean? Maybe
no, he just
Well,
likes Red Bull.
Just look attractive, like this big,
what?
discolored liquid that you're about to put into your system. That coffee, though, and then Red Bull is just more appealing, I guess.
Red Bull is just more appealing.
Maybe it's also because of the way is it like fizzy?
Yeah, carbonated.
I don't
so
really
much.
drink it. That's
but
why.
I don't really drink that much anymore because I'm generally quite hyper anyway. So.
Yeah,
exactly.
actually, he doesn't need Red Bull. He is the Red Bull of the studio. To be honest, if you guys see him dancing. So, what's one thing Kuya Magic does aside from drinking Red Bull that takes care of his mental health?
I guess it's for me. I guess people would seek help, like or go to see a physical therapist to do that. But it's difficult and it can be nerve-wracking for you to even think to do that and to start that. So the first thing I do, I mean, obviously being in social media and having a lot of followings, it can
go crazy, right?
Of course, and you do need time to yourself, and you do need to take a moment out, and you do need to take a break for yourself. There are situations where you can publicly say it, like I'm just taking a break from my mental health, or you can just deal with it in your own way and come back and act as if nothing's wrong. But it can be more difficult. So I think the first thing that I do, especially if it gets a little bit overwhelming, is I just kind of just turn off my phone.
Okay, perfect.
Just turn off my phone and just kind of like I watch some Jeremy Kyle, which is a kind of like a Jerry Springer thing. Because for me, I guess it was like if I could see someone else in the world having a worse problem than me, I felt okay.
I'm not the only one suffering this.
I actually do that all the time. I watch a lot of CNN in the morning, and like when you see a lot of
news,
devastating things happening to the world, right? So you feel like, oh, thank God, I'm all right.
No, you also realize, but that there's a world outside of yourself.
Of course.
And you realize that, oh my God,
That's
my problems
exactly
are
it.
just actually very...
It's relatable. So it's like, you're not, you just feel like you're the only one that has this problem, especially when it gets serious. But there is a lot of people out there, especially some of my, we all love the genie from Aladdin, and we all know the actor there, and people just wouldn't be able to tell that Robin Williams was struggling with mental health,
exactly.
So it's really important to talk out to people.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? One of they say the loneliest job in the world is the job of a comedian, because they're always like
making jokes.
Their minds are always looking for what's funny, right? And therefore nothing is ever truly funny anymore, because they're looking, hey, that's good material, that's funny. Instead of enjoying
the moment, they're always thinking of what they could use as a joke.
Exactly, right? Yeah. That's the same way for content creators, right? They're looking at the world as if it's
something
content, right?
Yeah.
It's our canvas, and we have to try and keep that canvas.
Every move that I make, instead of enjoying the moment, instead of just letting it, hit you, you're looking at it as content.
Exactly.
So that can be nerve-wracking, right? And so your digital life is fused to your real life.
Same with the music as well. Same with the music industry.
You're so focused on making the next hit and the next song. I want to talk about that in terms of turning off your cell phone and shutting things off. Silencing the noise around you to focus on yourself. I remember when I was still a student. Shout out to Miss Mitch Ambayek. She was my professor in college, and she had this activity. Very simple. All you have to do, come to class, bring your favorite food. So what would be your favorite food, JD?
Oh no, that's like ripe for emotional eating, man. What?
Yeah.
So bring food.
Bring food.
Okay.
So what she wanted to do is, our seats are like one arm apart. I think these are like the private seats that look like booths. They're for exams, man.
Okay.
So you can't see the other person on the other side. So we had to sit in silence for like almost an hour and 30 minutes, and she just asked us to eat our food.
Okay.
Without saying anything, without talking to people, no cell phones, no nothing.
What is the purpose of that again?
It's mindfulness. It's to practice, like how when you eat, you shouldn't have your phone around. You shouldn't be watching TV.
Yeah.
You should practice being in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, just being with yourselves, being comfortable with your own thoughts. So then she asked us after activity, how was it? And me, myself, I do that at home whenever I'm eating.
It's just scary that it's related to food, because emotions and food are kind of a dangerous
they are
tandem, right?
So
there's a thing called emotional eating, right?
Exactly.
Right? So if you're associating food with feeling better, that's kind of a slippery slope, right?
Yeah.
So that's a scary situation right there that she's put you in.
So not really about feeling better. She just wanted us to practice how it would be to be mindful of what you're eating. Feel every sensation. How does the food feel on your tongue? Notice your breathing. Notice your sitting position. Notice the sounds.
There's even the number
around.
of times that you munch your food, right?
Notice that. How many times do I chew?
kung di ka magdali, right, you can munch it like, I don't know, 50 times, right?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Pero dito, if you're watching TV, you don't notice you're eating faster than usual. So
Yeah.
then she asked us after that activity, how do you guys feel? Ako, amo ko'y problema because I enjoy eating. In fact, when I eat, I don't really like to have anything distracting me. Kay that's how much I want to enjoy the food. Ingan ako kahab-hab, guys. When I'm eating, it's eating time. Pero a lot of my friends were actually uncomfortable. They felt jittery. They wanted to check the time. They wanted to check out their phones. They wanted to ask their seatmates, what are you eating? So see, that's a practice that shows us how long can you go without external stimulation.
That's actually meditation right there.
Yeah, in a way,
So in a way,
yes.
you're being taught how to meditate and just be in the moment, right? But kanang be in the moment, that's so easy to say.
Oh, it's very difficult
It's
to do.
so easy to say.
Yeah.
You know, we were just talking about it yesterday. Our mind is like a stream, right? We don't even, we talked about this before. We don't even,
No.
I did not even choose the next word
Thought.
that I'm going to use in this sentence word that I use. You know, it just popped out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
It's not like I planned what to say,
Everything
right?
ahead.
The words that's coming out of my mouth is actually not premeditated. Istorya ko nimo karong buntagan nimo Justin o Kuya Magic o atong mga tigpaminaw at Tops Media Center on YouTube, but I did not choose to put the words in that exact order,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Like I said before, you didn't even choose your name.
Name.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So understand that the entity that is your mind is not necessarily you. You control your mind.
You control it. Okay.
Yeah. Your thoughts don't control you.
Oh, I like that.
Your thoughts don't control you. Look at it as like an outside thing. You know, so I'm thinking about, for example, right now, I'm thinking about having coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah,
Okay.
coffee. You know, like random stuff, right? And understand that that's not that's
Your
not,
thought didn't control you to say, Jiggy, you're gonna think of having coffee.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
fact, you're controlling your mind.
Yeah, no, in my head, I'm saying I'm not going to drink coffee because I've had too much coffee. The other way, drink coffee, don't drink coffee. It's like a constant wrangling,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
To you and your control.
So is that what's going on in your mind right now? Is it like a battle telling you drink coffee? don't drink
there's
coffee?
always a battle.
What
for
is
it.
in this stuff? My goodness.
I
It's
know,
just-
right?
Guys, it's just coffee. But you know what, Jiggy, I'm so happy. So many people are responding to us on the
Yeah.
tubes. This is a very people are engaged in this topic. Yesterday
According
was
to Mama Log, get a hug from your loved ones. Nothing more soothing than that.
and take a break
Absolutely.
from
Come and talk to
social
us,
media.
guys. Come and talk to us. Tops Media Center on YouTube. We have a live chat up.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to come and talk to us about this conversation, you guys can come and join us
Yeah.
on the tubes.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Zanesha Hissler. Hi, Z. Good morning to you. Again, this is my friend all the way from San Diego.
Oh,
Yeah,
good morning, San Diego. Daghang salamat sa inyong
Thank you,
pagpaminaw.
Z.
Top of the morning to San Diego.
So she says here, a way to do self-care or to take care of your mental health is to make sure you do things to fill up your cup. A way to bring a purpose and enthusiasm back in your life. So
Purpose. That's another elusive thing.
Nice
maybe
word,
maybe
no?
we can talk about that. Kanang purpose.
I love that.
Let's talk about that. In the meantime, let's play a song if you don't mind, ladies and
go.
gentlemen, because this is what it's all about. Great music and great conversations.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube, Tops Media Center, on Facebook, Tops Media Center, on line, topsmediacenter.com. We also have a brand new cell phone and Android. Wait.
Why is it bad? That's a good thing.
This is an
Android. What's the number?
What's our Android number?
So our Android number is 0999-887-6070.
Top of the morning.
Yeah, I would say
Big dog.
big dog. Yeah.
So maybe we'll talk about purpose after this.
I like purpose.
And after purpose, let's talk about fear of missing out. So let's talk about purpose and fear.
Purpose is a big,
Yeah, it's a
for
big
me,
word.
it's a big topic for
You
me.
know, FOMO was the reason why the Fire Festival got so big.
Oh yeah. I've heard. I watched a
People
documentary
were
on
scared
that.
of fear of missing
It was so
out.
stupid because when they ended up there, they barely had tents. They had nothing. Biggest scam, no? I think it's
One
Pablo
orange
Escobar's.
tile that made everything so big, and then it took one cheese sandwich to destroy it.
I see. Use the restrooms, guys. And like a Fire Festival was huge. Just because it was in the island of Pablo Escobar, di ba?
Guys, we're going to be uploading an extremely funny reel a little bit later to our Facebook page. Make sure you check it out, share it, and baby, no. Oh yeah, mess it up. tasty. Have you tried this? Have you tried those before?
105.1 TMC ang pinakasubuanon nga radio station. Maghinay-hinay lang ta. Dili ta magpalabi. Kaya mabangga niya ta. In fact, kanang mag-drive ta di ba sa padung ko diri sa taas Kuya Magic.
Oh.
Mag-drive ta ni paghuman kaning hinay kay asahan ko nasa tong
Hinay.
tabangan di ba? Very slow.
Very
The
slow.
car in front of us is slow. So sometimes makakita ka kanang multi-cab na pick up or kanang naikarga usahay nga kanang they carry like sharp objects sometimes and you're following them around, right?
And it makes you nervous.
Yeah, it's like this is like a disaster waiting.
Final destination. Isn't it right? The final destination.
So importante kayo nga you have to understand you know, like if you're gonna overtake, probably there's another disaster waiting to happen, right?
Of course.
If
it's your time, it's your time.
If it's your time, it's your time. Okay.
That's a quote from the final destination. But yeah, I do feel you. I get goosebumps if I see something like not stable in front of me.
Not stable.
Like it's.
You mean like kanang?
I don't want to be behind this car anymore.
Yeah. We were just talking about maginahinay na drive on your way up to tops. Because some kanang tops mo duha ka lane, di ba?
Yeah, exactly.
And not tops but beside lane. So sometimes it's nerve-wracking, especially if you wanna be able to not be late, right?
If there's like a construction truck in front of you and they're carrying heavy materials, we always avoid that. We're like, nah, I'm not staying behind this. I feel like the steel.
But here's the thing: you're caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. Kaya nakasuluyo ang truck di karga nga naay karga nga height, di ba?
Yes.
Pero kung overtake sa ka, posible sa nga magaan sa kaspadong sa Lipigas lane, right? You know what I mean? So sometimes,
what do you do?
You just gotta breathe in.
So what do you do? Do you just stop and then go ahead?
I just breathe in. And then wait, this is beyond my control. I can't control this. Because that's really the thing, right? There's just so many things that out of your control.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, you didn't control your name.
So how much more those circumstances?
Yeah, so
okay.
Just let it be. Let it be. And
you know what I do? We just stop the car and wait for it to like be out of sight.
No, but see the thing is, you also want to be ahead of that car because you don't want to be late, right? You know what I mean?
That's what I've experienced for the past days. I'm so sorry. There are times I'm late. Yeah. I swear there are these big construction trucks in front of me that I just can't overtake.
So I guess that's why you really need a chopper. Jed, can you get this girl a chopper, please?
Yeah. I want it pink.
So let's talk about kind of purpose.
I love that.
Somebody brought that up, right? Purpose. What is purpose to you, Justin?
Wow. When I think about purpose, I always think of this quote. It's my favorite quote of all time. I forgot who said it, but it says, "When a man plants a tree, knowing that he'll never be able to sit in his shade, is when he realizes his true purpose."
Okay.
So when you live for something greater than yourself, when you live for something outside of yourself, you'll always find purpose. Because the truth is, Jiggy, if we just live for ourselves, if we live for our own happiness, our own sadness, then to be honest, we would have been dead a long time ago. If we only think about our own expense, if we only think about, this bad thing really happened to me, and you only focus on that, and you're only living for yourself for when you feel happy, satisfied, sad, then you will never find purpose, because purpose is always external. It's actually about something greater than yourself. So relating to that quote I said earlier, when you plant a tree, not for self-fulfillment, you don't plant a tree so you can say, "Hey everyone, I planted this tree." Or you plant a tree because I'm planting this tree so I can eat the fruits. I'm planting this tree so I can sit in the shade. You'll always feel dissatisfied in the end.
But isn't that counter to what you just told us earlier when you said that you got to think about yourself first. You got to take care of yourself first, and then.
Well, in that sense, you got to take care of yourself for you to be able to plant the tree. But when we're thinking of purpose, self-fulfillment means looking inwards and also getting outwards. But purpose for me is external. In fact, it's looking beyond yourself. So when you plant a tree, when you do anything, when you think of your achievements, what are you doing in this life? What is my purpose in this life? Why am I put on this earth?
Okay.
If you're only thinking of yourself, like, oh, I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna take care of myself.
I'm gonna work hard in this job so I can have money for my house, for my fulfillment. Then you'll always feel dissatisfied at the end when things don't go your way or when you have too much.
Yeah.
It'll always feel.
But again, going back to that, I'm gonna take care of myself first, right?
You can't let go of yourself also. Not necessarily. There has to be this balance, right? Between taking care of yourself.
I've got another quote for you.
And again, just like you, I forgot who said this. Somebody once said that we're all selfish human beings. We're all selfish. We're always looking out for ourselves.
Sounds like a philosopher said that.
We're always looking out. We're always just looking out for ourselves. We just want to be happy. We just want to be satisfied. And the best way we know how is to help others. We are selfish. Helping others comes from a selfish place. Helping others is where you find your purpose. Helping others makes you feel good, right?
Yeah.
So in a way, that goes back to the self, gapon, right? Because if you think mutabang ka tungod kay maganahan na ka mutabang, no, you're looking for purpose. You're looking for purpose. So it still comes from a kind of
selfish place.
It still comes from within, right? Nga mutabang ka para you'll feel good. That you feel that you feel fulfilled, right? So it still comes from a kind of selfishness, right?
When you look at the basic human needs, diba? At the pinaka-bottom, let's say like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. At the pinaka-bottom, we have basic needs like we need food, we need shelter, right? Then we go above that, we need relationships. But the pinaka-highest, to really feel like you've completed everything, like you have everything you need, we have what we call a self-actualization.
Yeah, exactly.
So to achieve self-actualization, a lot of these, there are these kind of philosophers and psychologists, I think, now, to achieve self-actualization, you have to actually help others.
Yeah, exactly.
It has to be from outside. So in the end, yes, you are fulfilling your own needs, the highest need on the pyramid.
That is still a self thing.
That kind of helps grow the other things below it.
Exactly.
Like, if you think of number one, you got to think of number one, because number two and number three wouldn't survive without
number one. So yes,
it's like a hierarchy, right?
It is selfish because you are trying to fulfill your self-actualization needs, but in the end, you can't fulfill that without, looking outward. You can't feel self-actualized without helping other people.
Exactly. Again.
So I think it's a win-win.
We're all selfish. We all just want to be happy, and the best way we know how is to help others. The best way we know how is to. So that's really the.
But some people also perceive that as well as their reason to be selfish. I guess, like well, I do need to think of number one, but they don't go to that number two. Yeah. So it's like we're all kind of like commonly.
I heard somebody once saying. Especially we're talking about parents now and being a parent to children, right? You know what? Your life to your kids is a shining.
Too much of the good stuff. Yeah. Would you be fun? I don't know. Did you watch the film?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know how he says like, "Would you be fun? Would you be fun?" Which means too much of the good stuff.
Are you talking about the
is
movie
bad
or the
stuff.
series? Because there was a series.
No, not Cobra Kai, the series. I'm talking about Karate Kid.
Of course, yeah.
See, Jaden Smith and and who's this?
Jaden Smith, not
Jaden
Arbios. But was she named after Jaden Smith by any chance? No, they're as old, right?
No, he's like my age.
Okay, anyway.
Going back to our conversation on purpose, we've had a lot of comments here on the tube. Zanesha Hisseler. Hi, Zia. She's really into self-actualization as well. I do talk to her about these. She says that people need to realize that taking care of yourself is selfish, like you said, Jiggy.
Yeah.
But it's also very necessary. In order for us to help other people, we have to know what to do first before being selflessness for betterment. If the person or the people that you want to guide into the future, like that makes sense. You know how in the airplane they tell you what are the things that drop gani from the ceilings?
Like the oxygen mask.
Okay na, diba? They tell you put on your mask first before putting it on other people. What do you think that means? Like maybe to you, Kuya Magic, in a deeper sense. What does it mean when they tell you put on your oxygen mask before helping even your children? Well, why is that? Why do we have to put on our mask why can't I put their mask first and then mine next? What's the greater relevance of that?
I guess it's the reason why is I don't know. I'm not an expert, but
maybe relating to life, maybe.
It's pretty simple. You can't help other people,
of course,
if you can't breathe, right?
Of course, exactly. So it's like I guess in a way, looking at it as we are the ones that have been through it and experienced it already, and now it's our turn to let others succeed and become
who they're meant to be.
Greater good.
Yeah.
Or the greater good.
Oh, you should use the sound effect sound. The greater.
All for the
greater good.
We will dominate the
world.
The world.
Oh man.
I think that's it's important. I mean, and also I think I know why they do it on the airplanes. It also kind of makes you ask that question. Especially it's like why do people do it? And I think it's also a life lesson.
Okay, since we're talking about purpose here,
purpose,
Kuya Magic and Justine, and all of our friends on the tubes. Zanai Hazuler, Mama Log, Joel Lim. Please join our conversation
Yeah.
about World Mental Health Day,
please
which
come.
we're celebrating today on YouTube at Tops Media Center. Please join us in our conversation on Facebook, Tops Media Center, on our website, topsmediacenter.com. Atong hisgutan karong buntaga is mental health, because we're celebrating Mental Health Awareness Day today
Come
in
and
the
join us,
entire
guys.
world.
Yeah.
So, Justine, what is your purpose?
Wow, I think about that every day, especially in the past year. When I became a teacher, the school was very big on spirituality and helping you find your individual purpose outside of your job. So I was thinking about that so much, and it came to the point wherein I thought about how, well, I'm going to look at a spirituality standpoint, how we're all like trees and we all have fruits that sometimes are not eatable, fruits that will not benefit, the people around you. When you think about purpose, you think of yourself as a tree. The tree can only absorb sunlight. It doesn't get to eat its own fruit. It doesn't get to enjoy its own shade, right? So you have to think of
Just has its
yourself
purpose.
as an instrument of something greater for other
A
people.
cog in a
Think
bigger
of yourself
series
as a
of
tree.
cogs.
Yeah. If you think of yourself as someone picking apples from a tree, you'll always think, mine, mine, mine. I want this, I want that.
okay.
And you'll always feel dissatisfied in the end. This
Okay.
apple isn't sweet enough. These grapes aren't crunchy enough.
But
you
then
know?
you look at it from a point like, if that tree wasn't there wouldn't be anything
Exactly.
around.
So then-
it's like you take out that cog from that big system. It doesn't work.
Yeah. So
Even though it has purpose.
So then-
so what is your purpose, Justine?
So for my purpose right now, I think I'm just focusing on being the best version of myself in all aspects. So when it comes to
The
being
best version.
yeah, because that's all we can do.
What does that mean?
The best version of yourself is the one that is not only the happiest, but the one that I feel like exhausts the most effort in.
Isn't that exhausting, though?
It is exhausting, but you got to do that.
We have this maximizing mentality, right? We're always maximizing the self, maximizing our performance. We're always like on full throttle,
best,
right?
Full steam ahead.
So you're in for a disaster, girl, because if you're always maximizing yourself, then you're going to be all maxed out, right? Eventually, you're going to be maxed
true.
out, right?
But I
So
think-
why do you need? Because I'm a huge fan of the word maximizing, right? But I think this is a word that's gone too far. We live in the self-help industry, right? For a long time, since the 80s, we have been given self-help books rammed at our throats, right? We have like self-help gurus left and right, where it's always about maximizing the self.
Maximize yourself, yeah.
You know what I mean? But again, anything in excess becomes its complete opposite. So what do you mean
Okay.
when you want to maximize the
yourself.
self?
Okay.
What does that even mean?
Okay, so there's this big false idea when it comes to maximization. People think that doing your best means exhausting every single ounce of your energy,
So what does
every
that mean?
single self. So, okay, going back to what I learned last year,
Okay.
in Ateneo, there's this term called magis. Magis is doing more and being more. It means the greatest of all things. So you don't say good morning, you say magis morning.
Doing
right?
more and being
So
more.
the problem is, the misconception is that doing more and being more means being the best in academics, being the best in sports, being
Okay.
the best at work.
Okay.
That's exhausting.
Okay.
And that's also very selfish.
So what does more mean?
So what more actually means is the loving option, the more loving option. Is being my best and exhausting my best in schoolwork, but not giving time to my family.
Best is a superlative, right?
Yeah,
That
best
is
doesn't mean you're
it's an
better than the rest.
Yeah,
Best
what-
actually
what
means
does that mean?
you're doing the most loving option to yourself.
The
and
most
to
is another superlative, right? Most.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does most mean?
I think I just look.
There's more and then there's most, right? So
Yeah.
you want to be the most. So what does that mean? Isn't that a kind of maximizing too?
Yeah, but then we have the second word, loving, the most loving option to yourself. Okay, let's
Okay.
think of it this way. When you think about being the best student, that
Okay.
means you have the highest grades, you're on top of your class.
There's a metric.
There's a metric.
The
Compared
measure.
to everyone, you're at the top. But as you mentioned, that's exhausting. Is
yeah.
being the best also being the most loving option to yourself? Is it loving when you're having sleepless nights to study? Is it loving when you cheat your way because you want to be on top?
Mm-hmm.
Is it loving to yourself and your family when you're cranky to everyone because you got to study for a test?
Yeah, so-
again, that is not the most loving option.
Okay, so how
being
do you,
the
how,
best
how
is
do you
coupled
do,
with
how do you do
being,
that? How do you be the most loving? Because there's another superlative before the loving,
Again,
right?
yeah.
Again, it's
Most.
exhausting, right? Because love does not exist in a vacuum, right? Love exists. Love feels good because there's hate, right?
Yeah.
Because there's hate. If you don't hate, you don't love.
Yeah.
Because these are yin and yang.
Yeah.
These are two energies
Opposites.
that need to exist in the same way that there's good and evil. That's why there's always Satan. There's always a kind of
good and bad.
evil.
Yeah.
Because
And it's in a
good is
spectrum.
useless.
Without-
good is useless without bad.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you be the most loving self of version of what you just said? How does that work? How do you do that? How do you apply that in practice? Because it sounds good theoretically.
It does sound good, right? But you're right.
What do you
good
mean?
doesn't exist without evil. It's a spectrum, right? So you always have to lean siguro to the better side of the spectrum, the more loving side of the spectrum, the side that not only benefits all and benefits yourself, but is the more morally good side of the spectrum.
Okay.
I feel like, does it make sense? So in pursuit of being the best version of yourself, you have to think, what is the more morally good spectrum or option in doing anything?
Yeah,
right?
can you imagine?
Does it make sense?
I just wish that we had multiverses so we could we could literally
Multiverse!
see. No, I think if we had a multiverse of each one, we
don't-
could see each one of us, and then we could just pick the one that was the best.
The better version of us.
No,
right?
I don't
I
like
don't
that.
think there's enough
I
to
don't
that.
like that because then what if then there's another you in another multiverse that isn't how you expect it or in your standards.
I just don't think there is enough time in this world to be able to get to know yourself to find out whether or not you are perfect or
Exactly.
not.
It's not.
Exactly. Finding your purpose is a
Because
lifelong
it's all about
journey.
You know what?
making sacrifices, learning, and we will die not knowing everything in this
Exactly.
world.
You don't have to have your purpose figured out right now.
No.
So
Exactly.
when you ask someone, what is your purpose? The correct answer is, I'm still figuring out.
You know,
figuring it out.
somebody once said, there's not enough time for all the fancy nonsense we want to accomplish in life. There's just not enough
That's
time.
true.
So let's just play a song before we run out of time.
Yeah.
Gugmangi atay. What do you say, huh? Kanang love pod, maka-depress mo po na. That
It
also
can.
affects your mental health,
It
right?
affects your purpose.
Let's talk about that, love and mental health.
Oh, okay,
On 105.1 TMC.
The best of us.
Masayo paminahon mo kay kun pananglit
I like conversation like this.
Yeah.
But my problem, listen to mag-binisaya o ka na mga
Oh, you cannot. That's
What's
why
up,
you cannot.
guys?
Hi, guys. Zia, thank you so much for your output. She's been giving us so much output.
You read that after the song.
Yeah, sure. Being the best version of yourself means you want to be able to be that.
But
So
no,
true.
I really wish there was, multiverses, so I could just
I don't
watch
want.
them all and find the perfect one.
What if you don't like the others? So what are you gonna do? Leave them be?
Just let's say at least experience.
What if one has a better life than you? Would you want to switch?
If it affected the timeline I have now, no, I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't. But if it doesn't affect, like if I could switch lives with my multiverse version and she has everything that that you've lost, that you wish that you couldn't take back. Like for example, all the family members of that multiverse person is complete. And then in yours, syempre, given the circumstance, not all complete, I would. I'ma kill Justine there.
Yeah.
I'ma live that. But then I feel bad for my
There was one
multiverse.
guy that ruined my entire life, and I ruined my life in England like completely.
Oh, yeah?
It was a game changer.
Oh yeah?
But it's like when I look back on that and I say,
You needed that.
like if he hadn't done that, I would still have been in the same job. I'd never have met my family and never be where I am now. So in a way, it's
There would be
kinda
no magic show. There would be
That's why I
no.
believe in all things happens for a reason. All things happen for a reason. Because one door closes, another one opens, right?
That's true. That's true.
And I think that's why it's always quite interesting to know if you want to find a better version of yourself,
What do you do?
what do you do?
Yeah, that's true. Even with this, I'm so happy I was
Or you're
included
gonna
in
regret
this.
it. What would have happened if I hadn't have asked her this question?
Or if I
You want to
didn't-
spend the whole rest of your life wondering what could be when you could just do it.
Yeah.
And then, how dare you say that to me? At least you've asked that person that
Yeah.
question, and you can now put your mind to someone else.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yo, everybody, what's up? This is
Hey.
great. Welcome to
Maybe
the live.
you can read.
Sige. I'll read your input after. Are we done?
105.1 TMC. Atong hisgutan kami buntaga mental health because we're celebrating
Yeah.
World Mental Health Day. Daghang salamat sa inyo ang pagpaminaw, especially atong mga kaigsunan sa ilang respective radio set. Si Max Otado, sige nagpaminaw.
Hi, Max.
Nag-snack na siya og kaning og Cheetos.
Oy, kasi yung pas buntag.
Sige na, Cheetos nga.
Like mga cheese ball. No, they're not balls. They're like cheese puffs.
Cheese puffs. Kaya kanang
Yeah.
Cheetos, diba? You originally kanang
Cheetos are corn.
nipis
Oh,
man siya,
I don't
diba?
know, yeah.
This is the puffy version,
puffy
right? Mas dako
versions.
siya nga box.
Well, that's a great snack, but it's too
snack.
early in the morning.
Ingon siya
Pero-
kuno nga nag-snack siya og kaning Cheetos kaya ang mga anak ko na niya nasa eskwelahan. So
He's gotta finish
he
it?
He can have it all to himself.
Oh.
Kaya usually man good naay mo attack nga lain nga
Yeah, exactly.
kamot sa musod sa bag
Sa bowl.
of chips, right? So nalipay siya nga siyang usa,
Siya ra usa?
nagkatrabaho siya. Pero Max, kibaw ka may tabo ni mo na kung magkaon kag Cheetos,
Unsa man?
imuhang kamot mo yellow, di ba? You know what I do? I use chopsticks. Mukha ko
that's
chopsticks para
smart.
makaon ko sa Cheetos.
Kami, give gloves.
Mag-gloves? Kana pinapungko-pungko?
No, we have a lot of surgical gloves at home because
Oh.
my dad
So
has his-
mag-gloves mo o kaon og Cheetos?
yes, or
Kuyawa.
anything that sometimes if we need to magkagpat og lechon,
mag-gloves
throw
mo.
on the gloves, yeah.
Kanang rubberized.
Yep, the rubber gloves.
Kuyaw, surgical
Labi na
gloves,
ka ng
good.
crabs. I put on
Wow.
the rubber gloves. Good.
Wow.
So maybe he should do that, your friend Max.
Yeah,
Chopsticks
please.
or gloves.
Rubber gloves, please. Okay, hi, shout out to Papa Joe.
Hi, Papa Joe.
Pelomina of another radio station, DYRT. Thanks from RJ
Wow.
Kanduman. So, naminaw na to nga akong amigo nga si Papa Joe sa DYRT. Daghang si,
Top of the morning, Papa Joe. Thank you for tuning in.
From RJ of Kanduman. And
Those are
imo-
from the text lines?
Yeah, imuhang amiga ba? Si Zanaiza, Solar?
Oh, yeah, Zanisha.
Zanisha, sorry. Maybe you can tell us about what she's talking about because she has a lot of things to say about World Mental Health Day, which we're talking about. Karong Buntaga. Go ahead.
Zia, thank you again once again. Thank you so much for your inputs. No, she's living very independently, and I'm very proud of her for doing that. And that's why she's such a big advocate for mental health, and she's a huge advocate for doing things for yourself because you've only got yourself at the end of the day. So she says being the best version of yourself means that you want to be able to be gentle with yourself, despite knowing that you're trying your hardest with life and trying to understand your feelings, as well as why you react to certain things, why you react to certain people, situations, and understanding their side as well. So there's a balance. Understanding why you feel this way and why is this happening to me? Why are people reacting this way to me? So again, it's looking inward and outward. I love that. Thank you. Ritz Carbonkilio says, top of the morning, everyone.
Top
Hi,
of the morning,
Ritz.
bang bungkag ni mo diha. Ritz, taga-asa man ka Ritz, let us know. We need to know where you are because we want to know where our signal reaches. Daghang kita mga tigpaminaw nga naminaw nato karon sa probinsya.
Yeah, sa Mole Bowl.
Sa Mobile, sa Barili, sa Dakit, sa Karkar.
We had listeners in Bohol last time, right?
Bojol, taga Bojol.
Bojol. And then because of our live stream, because of the chats on YouTube, we have listeners all the way from San Diego. We have
my
people from the
God.
seas in Indonesia,
Oh, my goodness.
Japan, seafarers, all Australia and New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Thank
Pagid-
you so much again, guys.
Gabi, ha.
So we want to hear your inputs. We have it's still 10 in the morning. We're here
Okay.
until 11.
Okay.
We're trying to find out what are the unique things you do to take care of your mental health. So
So
type
what-
them in the chats,
What
text
are the
us.
unique things?
Yeah, if we have any psychologists or psychiatrists listening
Or,
to us,
or psychopaths for that matter, right?
listening to us right now, perhaps you'd like to call us.
Okay.
We can patch you through.
Yeah.
Let us know what are proven ways or what are the things that you tell your clients when it comes to taking care of yourselves and taking care of your mental health.
How do you take
Give
care
us
of your
tips.
mental
Give
health?
us tips. Good. So again, call our number 0999-887-6070.
Hey, Justin, can we talk about love?
Oh, perfect.
Do you want to talk about love? Oh, what do you say? We
Hey.
talk about love,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, sure.
So, love and your mental health, right? Because sometimes mga kadaghanan sa mga batanon karon, di ba? Most of the kids karon kaning their issues are really just, like studies and pimples and hormones and
Oh my God.
and
Is that how you see
love.
kids nowadays?
So
Ay, that's
ikaw,
really cool.
Justin,
Patay.
especially if you're at a young age ba, how does love affect you mentally?
Well, I choose to look at it as a source of inspiration. I
Okay.
think that, somebody also messaged me now, Miss Irene. Hi, Miss Irene. She says that you can't pour from an empty cup. And love is a way to also fill your cup. And love comes in all shapes and sizes and forms. And you can find love anywhere. And it's also a matter of perspective. Because you
Okay.
can be showered. You can be in a bagyo of love. You can have
A bagyo of love.
A bagyo of love, meaning everything is being thrown at you. But if
Okay.
you yourself cannot see how loved you are, you will never feel it. Right?
Yeah,
There's-
sometimes you need
people are
to
ungrateful that way. no?
accept love. Na mga ibang tao sad,
Yes,
especially
exactly.
with all the previous traumas, we call it, right?
Yeah.
Kaya imagine akong headphones, pero dili kayo,
Not so loud.
not so
Mine
loud.
as well. Mine as well.
I because I'm kind of deaf. Anyway, with all of
Me
their,
too, me too.
because of their past traumas, they cannot and will not accept love, right?
yeah.
They cannot accept love. Somebody loves them and they cannot accept it. They don't feel the love because
yeah, they refuse it.
For example, if you have a loving family, right? You have a loving imong mama o imong amahan, loving kay nimo, right?
Supportive of
So
you.
so you understand what love is. You know what love is, and if you give that to another person, let's just say to your girlfriend or to your boyfriend, right? And they have a different experience of being loved. Maybe they never felt love. Kaya naamon ko yung mga anak ko amigo na ako barkada actually nga. I don't know what condition this is, but he has never been hugged by her mom ever.
Okay.
Iyang mom, she has like a kind of condition. I forgot what it is. She cannot express love also.
Okay.
So people like that, I'm not generalizing, but some people who are like that, kung imo silang i-love, and then you think that your expression of love
It's the same as theirs.
is because that's how you experience love at home or wherever, right? And then when you love them, ilang pag-accept na is different.
Yeah.
And it's very tricky, right?
It is.
How do you know? Like, do you go all the way back to her
More
or her
retract-
traumas and all of that
exactly.
stuff? So on some mo like love and your mental health. Para nako grabe kay tanan because I know I have kids and they have their own girlfriends and boyfriends.
Yeah.
Oni mausab gyud ang tao nga ma-in love, di ba? Kanang you can really sense
How? In what way, Jiggy, do you
like,
notice like someone's in
yeah,
love? Like,
you know,
what's the change?
well, for example, love is not an infinite resource, right? Love is not infinite. Love is a finite resource. So kung ma-in love imo ang anak, then ang imo ang time for them to love you, their time to spend time with you is magamyan, move on.
Oh,
So
yeah?
they don't go.
Is that how you see it?
They don't go
Hala.
out. They don't go out with you that much.
Von and Summer, nagpadungog yun ni si Jiggy,
over dinner, right?
Hala.
This is true, right? I mean, come on. Like I said, love is not infinite. It comes from like a place of finitude. Na limit yun na siya.
Yeah.
So kung na kay uyab, for example, then there's less love for mom and dad. Right?
I wouldn't say less. It's just a different...
because it's not infinite.
I wouldn't say less. It's just the way that they show it is going to be different. As you mentioned, the way that you express your love to your parents would, of course, be different from the way that you express your love with your significant other.
Yeah.
So, syempre, expressing love with your significant other would be taking them out on dates. So then it looks like you have less time and less love for your parents. But it just shows that your expression of love to your parents is different, man. So I wouldn't say you're giving less to accommodate more, because then that's also unfair to feel like it's like you have a bunch of candies. Yeah, because you're giving to your uyab the candies. Gamay na lang mong ihatag sa parents. Is that how you see it?
Time is also a limited resource, right? Time is a limited resource in the same way that love is also a finite resource, right? So kung dili ka mo spend time with another person, that means there's less time you're spending on that person, right? And for me, this is just for me, it kind of translates to love, because time and love are equal. Like the more time you spend with a person or a thing, the more loved they feel, right? The more time you spend on a work of art, the more beautiful it becomes, right? The less time, kung dili animo, it becomes less beautiful, right? So what I'm saying is, time and love for me are
interrelated,
almost equal. Like if you want to love somebody, you've got to spend time with them. If you don't want to love somebody, then you spend less time with them.
Doesn't that make love conditional in a sense?
Love is conditional.
Yeah, when you say it like that, it's like
Yeah.
aren't you boxing love into the metric of time?
I like that.
Because love is supposed to be unconditional.
That is.
Do you think so?
How do you define unconditional love?
Like
that's
it knows no bounds.
It sounds nice. I like that. I like the idea of unconditional love. But what does that mean? How can something be unconditional if it's not infinite? How can something be unconditional if it has limits, right? So do you think that love is boundless?
I do.
Do you think that love is
Limitless?
infinite?
I do.
Limitless?
I've always seen love as something unconditional. It shouldn't be bound by time or space. I've never really seen it as like.
So
I don't find it proportionate. How do more time?
How do you define unconditional? What does that mean? Unsa may pasabot nimo nga when you love something unconditionally, it doesn't apply to everyone, right?
Yeah,
you only pick and choose who you love unconditionally, right? But because
supposedly no.
Yeah, supposedly no, right?
No,
but see, the thing is that's our problem. Yeah, we only apply our morals, our ideals to certain situations.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you're cherry picking.
Yeah.
Kani siya, nindot ni siya, pero siya na, I'll just show it to him. Nindot,
Yeah.
guwapo ni siya, pero para rin niya. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
So what do you mean when you say unconditional love?
I don't know. I think it's just the way I was raised. My mom is very particular on that. Nga, dili ta kanang, you shouldn't be stingy with love. You shouldn't be conditional. You shouldn't think, you know what, Jiggy, the worst thing I can do to myself is tell myself, I'm only going to give this kind of amount of love to a certain person. Okay. I'm only going to be this amount of nice. I'm only going to be this amount of kind. In fact, you should never stop yourself from giving your all when it comes to love. So in any form of love, right? So why would you hold back? And that's why if somebody always says, I love you to me, whether it's a stranger will come up to me and say, I love you. I'll never hold back. And I'll also say, I love you
like
back.
A complete stranger would tell you, Justine, I love you.
I love you. And you'll get the response of I love you too.
And then I'm sure Jed, the dad, will say,
are you? No. That's the thing within my family. No, like you shouldn't be stingy with love. If whatever form of love you can give to anyone, you shouldn't calculate. It only should be this much. That's the wrong way to look at it. Like I should only show this amount of kindness, this amount of love towards a person. So I hate doing that.
So you feel like you can be unconditionally loving to everything and
you should.
Everyone.
For me, you should.
That's the ideal, right?
That's the ideal. Yeah, you shouldn't think I'm only gonna be this amount of loving. I'm only gonna give this amount of love to a certain work.
Moment atong style as human beings. We just do what's convenient for us, right? So it's easy. So it's easy for you to say unconditional love, but only to your mom and dad, for example, right? But how about
what you do?
How about the askal on the street,
exactly.
Right? How about to the tree over there? Like, it's impossible to show unconditional love to everything. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's impossible. I think it's difficult, but definitely not impossible.
Definitely not impossible.
Because I feel like
difficult. Humanly difficult.
Yeah,
because we're just.
That's why I say hello to everyone on the way to work. Because it's like you just never know that one word you say to someone could brighten their whole day.
Exactly.
But that's also a culture thing, right? Kanang hello ba, di ba? Like kanang mga usually kanang mga.
For me, it's hey Joe. Hey Joe.
They say that to you?
Yeah.
Diba, most Americans are like that, right? Like, hey, what's up? You know, like especially if you go to the beach, diba, they're always smiling and they're always looking at you and they're always like, hey, how are you? You know.
Yeah.
And
it really depends, no? Because apparently, for example, like in sa America, ilang mga malls, they don't have security guards, so they're not used to that. When they come here,
what they don't have security guards.
Check you at the entrance.
You know what?
Sorry.
Justine, Kuya Magic, both of us.
Sorry.
Have 3 bodyguards each. To secure
5 man
to secure
one for each arm.
One for each arm. One for each limb.
No,
my mistake. No, they do have security guards, but they don't check you at the entrance. Not like us. But so I notice foreigners are not anad to our, for example, hi ma'am, sir, good morning, welcome to Ayala.
But there is one thing I noticed though. The security has beefed up here because of the art fest that's coming up.
Yeah,
they've increased the security here.
For the art fest. When is it going to be again?
October 17 here in Tops.
October 17 to 20.
The art is incoming, so they've beefed up the security.
Well,
that's why we don't have bodyguards, because they're
all downstairs.
Oh my goodness.
I feel so unsafe.
Exactly.
Where are they?
Yeah,
my arms are not protected right now.
Yeah, only my left arm is protected now.
By Magic.
I got you.
So there's an art fest happening this October 17th until the 20th.
I'm so excited, you guys.
You know, most of you guys have probably seen art shows, art festivals, art fairs in Cebu, right?
Cebu is a hub for that.
I venture in saying that this will be the biggest Tops Art Fest 2024. The biggest art fair of them all.
Oh, we have someone here. Blart disagrees with Paul Blart disagrees with Justin. Kanang mall cough daw. My bad. I'm so sorry, Joel Lim. There are cops in some malls. There are security. I just mean they don't really check you at the entrance. Not like us pa nga palakon pa ka sa kanang metal detector, and sometimes they even like open your bags and stuff like that. And welcome to Ayala Center, ma'am, sir. You know what I mean? You guys don't have that in the UK, right?
What does that stick do? They just like just poke your bag and then it's all good.
See, poke your bag. It's the rummage through your stuff without sticking your hand in.
But I don't ever see that. It's just like, that's it. It's like they wave the wand over it and it's
they're just being nice. They don't want to go all like, open what's in this pouch. What's in this pouch? What's in this zipper? They just igora sila mo tanaw, like they just open your bag. Open what pouch that is. Imagine if they had to do that.
Getting even better every day with these.
You should have seen him this morning.
He's going to be a master, like Obi-Wan Kenobi with the sound effects, dude.
Yeah.
What?
Obi-Wan Kenobi of the sound effects.
Of the sound effects.
The Obi-Wan Kenobi of the sound effects.
Bert on our YouTube chat says how he takes care of his mental health is he gets regular exercise. Just 30 minutes of walking, cycling every day to boost
distracting the mind, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Distracting the mind. I guess I don't really want to talk about this too much, but like, if there were times where, you're kind of always thinking about a particular person and you can't get your mind off, just go and do exercise and just do something little different.
You know what? That's right. Try to think about something when you're out of breath.
Yeah.
When you focus on your breath, you're less distracted.
Yeah, you can't think of anything else but not dying, right?
Not dying. That's true. Or thinking about water or resting. You know what? Me and Jakey go to the gym every day, the Tops gym. Have you been to the Tops gym, Kuya Magic?
We're always in the Tops gym, man.
The Tops gym? AKA the stairs?
The stairs.
The Tops gym?
The stairs to the 4th floor?
Oh, wow. It has a name?
I call it the Tops gym. I don't call it the stairs.
All I know is my Fitbit goes through the roof every day I go up there. It's like you have walked 14
I don't know, maybe
kilometers
I don't
this
think
month.
Jiggy gets as out of breath as I do, because literally every day I literally, when I reach the top, I'm always like,
but
I'm
Jiggy
here.
doesn't walk. He just teleports.
Oh, he just glides.
One minute he's
teleports,
there,
yeah.
and the next minute he's
He
disappeared.
closes his mouth. He's there, and then he says Jiggy Juice, and then he appears in the 4th floor.
Yeah, he just spawns in
Yeah.
random
You know what?
locations.
Sometimes when there's just too many voices in your head, like both of yours, it stresses me out.
Sorry.
This is not good for my mental health.
Help.
And this is World Mental Health Day. Here's what we're going to do. Since we're already approaching December, let's play a Christmas song.
Perfect.
Shall we? Is that okay?
Perfect.
Does Christmas stress you out or what? All the pasalubongs, all the regalos that you have to prepare?
It doesn't stress me out, but I think celebrating it 3 months early can be a little bit like
too much.
Oh, you guys don't
much,
do that.
but
You guys don't do
no.
that, no?
But
Okay.
I think it's the most happiest time of the year, so
It
why not extend it
is.
and have it early?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
let's just play a Christmas song, okay, guys?
Father Christmas.
This one is Shorty.
Yeah.
Would you believe?
Santa
Yeah,
Claus.
shots Christmas track.
Ngayong
Pasko.
Pasko on 105.1 TMC.
The best of us.
It's December, and I seem to remember all the times that we had, and I never.
A lot of people say Xmas.
Father Xmas.
Like if you're like writing a post on social media, they'll be like Xmas, but they're just because it's too long to write. But obviously, some people have a different take on it. So they think you're putting X, you're taking out the Christ.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I know.
So it can become a big deal, but like that's why for us.
What do you call it, Father Xmas? Father Xmas.
Father Christmas.
Father Christmas.
With his sack of presents.
I mean, leave a cup of milk and cookies for Father Christmas.
Yeah, but your cup of milk
Cup of milk.
and your cookies and your sausage rolls.
Why? That's what they eat? Is that what it was?
Sausage rolls and some cookies downstairs.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah. I like how Christmas traditions. We should talk about that in the Capital Christmas, Jiggy. Christmas traditions between different cultures, especially
Yeah.
We don't got that. We got one. Have you heard about the Filipino tradition that you're only supposed to eat at 12 midnight?
Oh yeah, here.
Yeah, like kanang. I don't do that. We don't.
And you
do that.
open the presents as well, right?
We open the presents at 12 midnight, but you guys do it on the 25th the morning, right?
Yeah.
On Christmas morning. No, we
Well,
do
that's
ours
what we did
morning.
with my wife, I guess. We swapped around. So when I took her to England, we did it the English way. And then when we
Okay.
took my family to the Philippines, we did it the
Oh, that's
Philippines
so
way.
nice.
So it's like you can
Did she enjoy the
experience-
English way?
It's
The
different.
food is different also, because you guys, what are your Christmas staples?
It's like
We got
roast-
ham here, ours is like ham and stuff like that.
roast dinner and Christmas crackers,
Mhm.
and Christmas hats,
Mhm.
and just
And stockings, right?
Christmas music on repeat.
Our tradition, did you get to do like what we do, like ham, hamonada, stuff like
Oh,
that? And then you only ate at 12 midnight? Did you guys do
I
that?
did it all.
I
by
don't
the
like that. I don't like that. But it's the reason for that is because you gotta go to like a mass, Christmas mass, and then eat after the mass, something like that. My family doesn't do that. We open the gifts at 12 though. But
Joel, call us, Joel.
yeah, Joel, call us. Paul Bart is a piece of shit. That's funny. Ikaw, Jiggy, what do you do for your Christmas tradition? Do you do the Western way, like they open their gifts on the 25th morning, or Filipino way on the 24th evening?
No, I'm not a big fan of one-day celebrations. If it's worth celebrating one day, it's worth celebrating every day.
So what do you do, man? One day different activity.
Just eat and
Yeah.
open gifts and stuff. Ngayong
Pasko.
Pasko, Shorty, isn't it too early for us to
No,
play
it's
Christmas
never
songs?
too early. According to Jose Marichan,
Si Kuya Magic, mura mang nagbagot-bot nga mura. Sa'yo na kita nagkanta.
he's not used to it.
Nagtukar o Christmas
Of course,
songs.
I'm used to
Because
it now.
When you go to the
No.
when you go to the malls now, like grabe na mga Christmas songs na mga kaya.
September pa.
Actually, this year I haven't heard many. I think it's kind of
been to the
taming down.
mall, man. We haven't been to the mall. I haven't seen a mall in the
We've
mall
been here already.
No, they should do that over here at top. They should play Christmas songs every day
Really? You
until
think so?
December.
You think so?
Yes, it's a
Please
Filipino
don't.
thing.
But I have noticed that the on the day of the Burr months,
Yeah.
there's this little tiny guy that's kind of half popping out. He's like, I'm almost ready.
Do you know who
and
that
it's
guy is?
Jose Marie Chan. right?
Jose Marie Chan. Yeah, he's defrosting. So is
It's like
Mariah
he
Carey.
pops out the 1st of September. He said,
Yeah,
first of the
also-
time without fail. I
Yeah.
think it's amazing. I think it's great. I think it's kind of like, even in my mashups when I do my TikTok, I have him pop up. Like,
Whenever I see.
the
Your
voice
voice
and
of
the
the
lanterns
lanterns
on the street.
Yeah, he's he and in the Western world, it's Mariah Carey. She's still defrosting as well. Getting ready to sing.
I guess he's. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love this song so much.
Please continue talking. We can talk over it. It's okay. It's not yet his time.
It's not his time yet.
But continue.
Okay. You were saying something earlier?
I was gonna ask actually which are the most popular Christmas songs I know in our country.
We're playing it right now.
Carey. Yeah, it says
We got Mariah Carey. We
This-
got
this guy.
Jose Marie
He's like
Chan.
the king of Christmas songs.
Yeah.
As
He sleeps. I love this song.
Karaoke. No, so
I've done a mashup to this song.
Oh yeah, plug it in. Where can people listen to this mashup? This song and
over
what?
over on my TikTok, it's Mariah Carey, Michael Bublé,
And Jose Marie Chan.
that would be an epic.
That's the
That would be an epic collaboration if it ever happens.
Yeah.
I'm good friends with Michael Bublé, and I've mentioned
Michael
it to him.
Bubble.
Michael Bubble. I've actually, said to him, like we should do a collab with, because he's an icon of Christmas. So if those
He
two got
is.
together, it's like it would be a fight.
I
Like,
know.
can you imagine?
There's too much Christmas already. Okay,
I'm
that's
so-
enough. No more.
Right.
No more Christmas
No
for
more
now.
Christmas
Don't worry, guys.
conversation.
We'll get into that.
Somebody, Chan. Okay, no more. Please.
All right.
No more Christmas.
We'll defrost him later. We'll throw him back in the freezer for now.
Yep. Is our freezer vacant?
Yeah. Soon sa ka kasi ha.
Balik sa simong
Later sa,
of
later
course.
sa. Don't worry, pag ako
My
sa
ice is on standby.
Your what?
My ice.
Us.
My chewing ice.
Don't worry, Jose Marie Chan. We'll talk about you. We'll have him as a guest.
No, Joel was saying I don't really have anything insightful to share in the mental health department. No, we're not.
That's fine.
We are not here to ask you about your thoughts about mental health, Joel. We want to hear your Pokemon joke.
Yeah.
Where
Don't
is
call
your
us.
Pokemon joke?
You know what? Joel Lim's actually doing something really good for his mental health right now.
What is
Do you know what it is?
What is it?
Listening to the top of the morning
Oh,
on
yeah.
105.1. The
Yeah.
best of Cebu, the
Yeah.
best of us. Guys, that's the
Oh.
one thing you can do for your mental health every day. Make it a habit to listen to us on 105.1 Jiggy Juice and Justine Arias every 7 to 11 from Mondays to Fridays.
And you can also text us. We have a brand new text now.
And
Text
call us,
number.
please. We need
No
someone
one
to
is
test.
calling us.
Okay, right. We'll tell you. We just need to test it works. That's why. Come on, phone us right now.
Please, just bring us up.
0999-887-6070. I want you to call that number right now. I got 100 pesos cess of Gcash to give.
Gcash.
First person to get through 0999. That's 0999-887-6070.
So call us.
But
We'll
you
give out
have
100
to
pesos.
call now.
Are we gonna set a timer? Do you want to set a timer to make it more interesting?
No.
How about we'll do 10 seconds? Do you want to do that?
100 pesos Gcash to our first
100
caller.
for our first caller in
What's
10
that phone
seconds.
number again? What's that phone number again?
I forgot.
Zero.
0999. That's 0999-887-60. Amazing.
Jason Page is trying to call in.
So you got-
Honestly.
Help me count down, guys. You got 10
Jason
seconds to
Page
try.
got way too much money, but you can't call.
We can ask him.
No.
Got 10 seconds to ring our line. That's 10.
Oh.
Oh,
It's
wala
ringing.
pa gani? Okay, great.
ringing.
Who's this?
So you have to teach.
Go, Queen Magic. Pick it up.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Top of the morning.
Hello.
Did you answer?
No, please say something.
Where are they? Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
no, answer it first.
Hello.
You're pushing the
Oh my God! I pressed the red button.
Okay.
Okay.
Here.
Sorry, Jiggy's.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. Good morning. Yes.
Hi,
good
top of the morning.
morning. Kinsa ni palihog? Hello.
Hi, Miles.
My buntag Miles.
He went straight to the point.
This is Top Silugan. Unsay imong order? Hello? Miles?
Tapos silugan ni Miles sa imong order. Ano sa imong order? Tapos I'm just kidding, Miles. Congratulations, you have just won!
Congratulations, Miles.
Congratulations. Asa man kadapitan na nawag, Miles? Pila man ka miles away from where we are in Tops?
Sibunga!
Oh my
Wow!
Pagkalayuan ng Sibunga, naminaw ka na mo using your radio set sa imong sakyanan? Or sa... Oh my God!
Wow.
Naka sa Sibunga or sa Cebu? Okay. Doon sa mga sa Sibunga, sir, doon sa mga dito. If you don't mind messing. So transaction, does that mean that you have a lot of moolah? Did you bring a lot of cash with you? Wala pa na deposit. Okay, maybe kana. So asa man ka maniudto ka, sir, kung naka sa Sibunga dapita. Na kay mga asa man dapita ka maniudto kay kanang lugar diha di kay familiar na mga nindot yung mga restaurant o kanang
Yeah, give us suggestions.
Na kay naibawan din, sir. Okay. Oh. Asa man siya dapita sa Cebu? Asa ni siya dapita sa? Okay, so what I mean ba, asa dapita sa Cebu nga ba?
Oh, I believe it's cutting off. Okay.
Congratulations. I'm not gonna keep you. I guess I assume that your phone number is your
Gcash number, correct?
Gcash number, because cash is king. Yes. So congratulations, Miles.
Congratulations, Miles, and have a safe trip all the way to Cebu.
Thank you so much for tuning in, bro.
Okay, if you have a request or any message that you'd like to send me, just let us know. Because I think the signal is not so good in that area.
Sibunga, right? I don't know if it's in the south or the north, but thank you so much for tuning in despite this busy trip.
And
it's far, isn't it?
I guess it is.
Yeah, it's pretty far from us right now.
It just boggles my mind now. Dahil maminaw na to sa Sibunga,
sa Mobile,
sa Karkar, because usually...
southeast daw na siya.
Southeast.
Yeah, thank you, Ginamos.
Daghang salamat,
Next to Karkar.
I think we should do something with our YouTube chatters.
Oh, you want to have a little contest with them as well?
I think we should do a Gcash giveaway to our YouTube.
Yeah,
let's
go ahead, Queen
So
Magic.
guys, if you guys want to go and check out our YouTube channel, guys, go to our YouTube Tops Media Center and open up the live chat, and I will think of a question, and the first person to answer it in the YouTube chat will win 100 pesos Gcash. So guys, you need to you can go to topsmediacenter.com, or you can go to youtube.com and search Tops Media Center. Go. Everybody that's there right now. And hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, and be ready. I will ask that question in a moment.
Okay, perfect.
Button sa button is ba button kanang kasi maglibog sila ba kay slap na kayo kanang British na kayo in accent ba, di ba? Sometimes maglibog sila, what's he saying? Is it button? What's a button?
Tops Media Center.
Center no.
Never mind, it's
Can you say my
style.
accent is slowly coming back?
Center ba?
It is slowly coming back.
Dili kanang center. Dili na center. Center na siya kanang last goma. Anyway, now we're talking about mental health because we're celebrating World Mental Health Day today. And Rick Carbonquillo said, it's interesting how giving love to others can sometimes affect mental health. When someone gets hurt, they might end up giving less love than before. That's true, right?
Yeah.
Do you believe in that?
Yeah, people get traumatized.
If you get hurt, and then
matagam ka,
di ba?
That's called tagam, di ba?
Yeah,
Like kanang murag maduplan, and then you feel like, I'm not gonna do that again.
Ikaw, Justin, like for example, you give love and then masuko na yun or doesn't get reciprocated. What do you do?
I
Tagam sa ka?
yeah, in a way, yeah.
Mga luod ka. Luoran na ba yung Pilipino? Filipino actually, in general.
Well, here let's quote no. Joel Lim says, "Hurt people, and that's true. As human as we are, we do get affected. Masilos, you know, we do. Siyempre, some people, you'd also be stupid not to learn from the first time. Napasok na gani ka, mugunit pagigihapon.
So what happened to the
unconditional love?
Right?
It's balance, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now I think about it's a balance between learning your lesson and not looking like a fool and having self-respect for yourself because you don't want to be
looking like a fool. What does that mean? Because looking like a fool,
it can be a good thing.
No, looking like a fool sounds like something that you care about what other people say because you can't look like a fool to yourself, right? Unless other people are looking, right? So kanang ginisulti nila nga looking like a fool, that means
it's in respect to other people seeing you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I think
So what does that mean?
in a
What
sense
does that
you're
mean?
making a fool out of yourself when you don't respect yourself enough.
You don't respect yourself.
Meaning, when you tolerate, for example, disrespect.
Why do you need to respect yourself?
Wow.
What does respecting yourself mean? Kasi pasabot ka. Like for example, makakita ko sa akong reflection sa mirror.
Mo bless ka.
Maayong butag sir.
That's a, you know what, I'm gonna do that.
Ka, huh?
Every day, do that.
Salamat sir. Kaning master. Whatever, right?
What does respecting yourself
What
mean?
does that mean? Respecting yourself. Why do I need to respect
yourself?
Myself.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who cares about what I think about myself? Again, we are the worst judges of our true nature, right?
That's true.
What the hell? To be honest, we don't really know who we are. We just get it from other people. So what does that mean?
I think respecting yourself, especially in the aspect of love or mental health, means setting boundaries, not only for yourself, but for other people. Meaning, you can't allow people to treat you like a doormat. You're not respecting yourself. You're not taking care of your mental health. You're not cultivating love within yourself. If you allow people to just treat you in whatever way they want, setting boundaries is important for your mental health.
You know, one of the greatest quotes, this is found in the Bible, but it cuts across all religions, right? In fact, if the Ten Commandments were summarized, it should just be this.
Yeah.
Do unto others as you want others to do unto you, or something like that, right?
Okay.
So isn't that, maybe that's probably the boundary.
The gist of this.
The boundary.
Yeah, exactly.
Because since you talk about self-respect, diba? Whatever it is that you want done
to you,
to others, don't do it to yourself or something like that, right? Diba? And you talk about self-money, of course. So whatever it is that you don't want to do to others, don't do to yourself.
Exactly.
But sometimes, I have to be honest with myself and to all of you. I'm actually very critical of myself. I'm very brutal to myself. If I could punch myself in the face, I would. You know what I mean? Seriously, I'm being serious about it. So
yeah.
It's
no, that's good. That means you have a very high. You have some self-awareness. You know.
But it's if you do unto others what you want others to do unto you. If you reverse that, don't do to yourself what you don't want to do to others.
Would you punch someone else?
No, exactly. I wouldn't.
But you would punch yourself.
Yeah, because I'm overly critical of myself.
Of yourself.
I expect too much of myself.
Oh.
So and I think that can be unhealthy too, right?
Yeah,
too much of that can also be unhealthy, right?
Yeah, because you're the only one who's harming yourself. Then you're the only one who's looking down on yourself. And I think that's where the term self-love comes from. What do you guys know about self-love? It's a very common word right now. It's super different. Yeah. People define it so broadly. Self-love is everywhere.
Sometimes it sounds illegal. Self-love.
Oh, yeah, it does sound illegal. How do we define self-love versus narcissism?
That's a good one.
Right. How do we draw the line?
Na to pag bilisayan to na so ya. Unsa may diferensya sa paghigugma sa imong kagalingon
ugsa
versus narcissismo.
Narcissismo. Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah, narcissismo. I think so.
So maybe you can define that independently first. Justin. Unsa man ang narcissism or narcissismo o pagtuo nga gwapo kay siya tanan mo.
No, I don't think that's narcissism.
Narcissism
I think narcissism is loving yourself to the point that you don't see any other external thing. Meaning you're the only one that matters in your eyes.
Isn't that like a what's his name? The greatest poet of all time, Shakespearean.
William Shakespeare
came from
a Greek story.
An actual person in his
novels or his plays.
I don't know, but
Narciso or something like that, right?
What I know,
I remember there's a line there that says something that he was looking at his reflection in the well, in the well or something like that, and he fell in love with himself. What I want to say, narcissism is too much
to the point that he leaned forward too much to see his reflection, and he fell and drowned.
Isn't that Shakespearean? Yeah.
I don't know if that's Shakespearean. That's like a Greek mythology thing, I suppose. I'm not sure. But I think the parable, the story comes from that. Now,
but that's what it means, right? Too much love for yourself.
I would say like it's already self-destructive.
So define it for us, Justin. What is narcissism and what is self-love?
I think just the clear distinction for those two would be narcissism is self-love to the point that it's already destructive to yourself and to those around you. But self-love can actually be healthy in a way that it is not destructive. It's empowering to yourself and empowering to those around you. Does that make sense? I'm not sure.
That's self-love.
That's my description
So
for me.
What's narcissism?
It's loving yourself to the point that it's destructive to yourself and to others.
How do you love yourself? Like you hug yourself too much and you're breaking your bones? What do you mean? How can loving yourself be destructive?
Okay.
How does that?
So, for example, you and I are in an argument.
Sige, argument.
Argument.
Justin, ako ang nagkape. Ako ang nanay panganak ko nganong naman na nimo.
Nor, Kuya Magic said ako ang kape.
Dili na nanay nga nako ngano man ang imom nag-iimnan ako ang kape.
Nor, ako ang kape kay gitagaan mo ko ni Kuya
No,
Magic.
nanay panganak ko wala naghatag ni Kuya Magic nimo nganong imuham nang inom.
Wala man imong kape mo panganak kay kopi ko lucky day. Pangani mo kopi ko?
So in that argument, like where does it become destructive? Narcissistic. Sorry.
Okay, so for example, I go as far as insulting you. I'm gonna go as far as really, going beyond the belt just to prove my point. Because all I care about.
Do that. Go beyond the belt.
I don't want to. That's me.
We're just dramatizing.
So
ako lagi nagkapigit. Nanay panganak ko.
I don't know how to insult you with
Come on, man.
coffee.
We're just pretending. We're just dramatizing the situation when it becomes too much.
Okay.
So
just,
ako man nagkape nanay panganak ko.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, for example, it feels mean. Okay. Dili man imo ang kape kay, to be honest, you don't need kape, tambok na kay ka.
Uy.
I'm sorry. You asked me to say it.
Okay.
You asked me to say an example that's good. So for example,
Can we get an English translation?
I said
we were just having a fake argument.
A fake argument.
So that becomes destructive.
It becomes destructive because instead of understanding your point is just imuha ni kape. There's your name. I have to respect the fact that your name's there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go all above and beyond to insult you and call you out on something that's unrelated just to prove my point. So that is selfish because I just want to win the conversation.
So is that like a form of narcissism?
For me, it can be like it's leading to that, especially if I do that often. Imagine if in every fight, Jiggy, or in every argument, I'm just gonna insult you to the point that I feel like I'm just trying to prove my point. Bahala ka di ang simong point. Basta ako.
Bahala nang maka-hurt.
Yeah, and then I'll never see your idea again. I'll always think, ako ang sakto. Guys, that is narcissism. When you think that ikaw rin yun ang sakto, that's a form of narcissism. I wouldn't say everyone who's like that is narcissistic, but it's a form of narcissism.
You know what?
Valuing my opinions over yours.
Kadaghanan sa mga tao nga have reached a high level of success in politics, in business, in many things in life. They are kind of narcissistic. You know that.
Like in what way?
The Michael Jordans of the world. You know these overachievers, right? There's a kind of self-belief.
Like what?
That is unmatched. You know what I mean?
Is that bad or good? It's just a thing.
No, I'm just saying that you can't accomplish great things. By greatness, I mean the measures that society has given us, the metrics. Success in sports.
Yeah, for example,
more points, right? Success in business is more money, right? Yeah. Success in social media is more likes and more views, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You cannot achieve. This is just a theory, okay?
Okay.
And you have to what do you call this? React. Is you can't achieve a high level of success if you don't have an unbelievable self-belief. And self-belief is a kind of narcissism. This is your goal. I want to accomplish this. I don't care what you say.
The question is,
I'm going to do
this.
Is
it self-destructive or is it empowering?
No, society actually rewards
that kind of
selfishness, narcissism, in a way. If you're so,
but that mindset, is it empowering? Does it help you achieve your goal, and does it hurt those around you, or is
like
it
I said,
discouraging?
you accomplish great things with it. You become like you know like a great leader, like a president, for example, of a nation, you know, or whatever, because you have this unbelievable self-belief.
So would you
that
say
you
that's
can do it.
self-love or that's narcissism in that example?
I think it's a level of narcissism.
Oh,
I'm
very
feeling-
cynical.
and that's really narcissistic. For example, for you to think that I can change the world, that is a form of narcissism, don't you think so?
Depends for me. If it's self-destructive, if it's to the point that I can change the world and I have to step on people to do that, and it's
Okay.
not empowering yourself and others, that's narcissism.
Okay.
But if you have that, you know, because I feel like all saints, all people like Mother Teresa, she has that kind of Michael Jordan mindset that I can change the world. You know, I can help other people change the world. So that's not narcissistic for me. In fact, it's in a way believing in yourself. It's self-love in a way that it's empowering yourself and others.
But do know that there is, sure, it's a
Diba? Is it narcissistic?
It's a good thing, right? But do know that there is still a lot of suffering in the world, right?
And you can't at all.
And that's what Mother Teresa wanted to help, right? To solve.
Somewhat, yeah.
So
in her own way.
It never really did end, right? Because it never does, right?
Yeah, but if we have that
So-
mindset always, like, I'm not gonna change the world because there's always gonna be suffering anyway. Like, nothing I do really matters. If you're gonna have that mindset,
Exactly.
diba?
So you have to have a level of narcissism to think like that.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Mm.
It's just it's like an instrument for you. You know what I mean?
Like that push,
Yeah.
that little motivational
In
push.
fact, one of the greatest coaches in the entire world, I think, was Phil Jackson. He said,
Mm.
"Winning is easy.
Mm.
The most difficult part is winning again." You know what I mean? So, I think you have to have this belief
That you
can do it again and over and over and
But for
over
you,
again.
that belief is narcissistic.
It is a form
In a
of
way.
narcissism.
Okay.
Na ako naibaon,
Okay.
daghan ko naibaon nga politician nga kaning di no mino soban because ikaw na lang yung maginani. Ikaw rin ni you know, like ako man diri nasa trono.
This is my.
You know, I did this. I did this. They think that they've accomplished it all by themselves, right? Because again, they're narcissistic, right? So they need na maminaw soban, and sometimes, most of the time, unfortunately, society rewards them
For being narcissistic.
for thinking like that. Because grabe kay ka one-track mind ba? Yung uban cannot help but just yes sir, yes ma'am. You know what I mean? Like,
I think I know what you mean.
they just
So it
bow
really
down
depends
to
siguro.
they bow down to your will. Amo yang ganang may tabo ni siya, whether you like it or not.
I have a very different point of view. I think
Okay.
my view is more optimist in such a way that people are gravitated towards people that are empowering.
And know what they're doing.
Yeah, when you're a person in power, when you're a person in authority, and you radiate that energy, like, we're all gonna saka together. Like, this is what I have a one-track mind. Meaning, I'm very focused on something. I believe in myself, and I know I'm gonna do it. But people radiate. When you radiate that kind of energy, that kind of like self-love that's empowering, that I love myself, I know what I'm doing, guys, and at the same time, we're gonna do it together. People are attracted to that, and they follow you. And it's not, for me, it's not like a narcissist thing. For me,
I know what I'm doing, guys. See, so the way you said it sounded narcissistic.
No, for me, it's
Because
different. It's
you-
like, I know what I'm doing. Trust
because-
me, we'll do it together. Something like that.
Because if I was to be attracted by a person who
knows what they're doing.
I can't say that. If I was to be attracted to follow a person,
Mhm.
I would be attracted to somebody who listens and try to listen to everybody. You know,
Yeah,
as much
exactly.
as they can. But the problem with listening to everyone, it's a messy process.
Too much
right?
hands stirring the pot.
That's how democracy works. That's why we're in this boat now, and in a way, this is why the Philippines is still like this, because this is what we want. We want to be free.
Yeah.
We want to be democratic. So mo na siya diferensya karon. Sometimes you gotta have a little autocracy. You gotta put your foot down sometimes,
A
right?
little bit, yeah.
But narcissists are very good at that. They're very good at telling you what to do. And if I remember Loki when he said in one of
Oh yeah,
Thor,
Marvel.
right? Remember that?
Yeah.
What did he say? Let me just get proper sound effects.
Okay.
We are all meant to be ruled.
Yeah.
We are all meant to be ruled. We are all meant to be ruled.
Yeah. Really, I think it really boils down again when we're trying to decide what's better for society or how we should act. If it's a sense of self love or narcissism, we should always think about is the kind of self love that I have, is the kind of self belief that the Michael Jordan mindset that you're saying, is it detrimental? Is it gonna be something that steps on people, or is it something that's empowering or uplifting to yourself and others? If it is dangerous and not healthy to everyone, especially to yourself, then it's narcissism.
You know what?
If it's uplifting, then it's self-love.
I really like that idea of accomplishing something without hurting other people, right? That's ideal.
Ideally.
That's beautiful, right? But think about that concept for a while, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody agrees with you.
No, there's always going to be losers and winners, right?
You don't tag them as losers or winners. They're just different points of view, different ways of being, different ways of doing things, right?
Yeah.
And for you to accomplish something singular and focused on one thing, it is impossible for you
to
not to be in somebody's way. And sometimes you've got to let them out of the way. If you're going to be listening to everyone, you're not going to accomplish.
You said something to me the other
anything,
day that was good. What is the quote you said, Jiggy? You said something about like we live in a world now. We just want people to agree. You said something like that. Can you explain more on that?
That wasn't yesterday. That was like I always say that. We're all
the other day. I don't know.
We're all trying to build a world that agrees with us.
Okay.
We are all because we don't want to look stupid and foolish, right?
Yeah. We don't want to be the only ones with that idea.
Yeah. For example, I believe that let's just say I can fly, for example, right? Then I'm gonna have to have people around me who also believe the same thing. I'm
or
gonna
else.
Then I look like a fool. I'm the only person who thinks that I can fly, right?
But nobody believes that.
That's just like an example, right? We're all trying to build a world that agrees with us.
See, this is what I like about our morning conversations. We don't just play the top hits of Cebu. We do talk about things that matter, especially today on World Mental Health Day. So I remember earlier, not Jiggy, Kuya Magic had a special question for all the people that are chatting on our YouTube live.
So for those guys who are chatting, this one is for you and for you guys only. If you're on a YouTube right now, you guys can win 100 pesos Gcash.
Oh my goodness!
Cha-ching. Do we have a cha-ching sound?
We need.
Are you joking or not?
We need a cha-ching. We need a cha-ching.
I know we don't have ka-ching yet. Let me just look
Wala
for
pa.
ka-ching.
We need a ka-ching, right? So guys, if you're on our YouTube channel
Or
right
can
now,
winning the lottery sound like
I'm just trying to. Yeah. All right. So
go ahead.
all right. So.
Don't.
All right. All right. So if you're on our YouTube channel right now, guys, Tops Media Center. Go to Tops Media Center on YouTube. Go into the live chat, and the first person to answer this question will win 100 pesos Gcash from us here in TMC 105.1, the best of us. Hey. So my question is.
Okay.
I want to see some W's in the chat, guys. I want to see some W's if you can hear me and if you're ready. Are you ready, guys? Put some W's in the chat. I want to see some W's. Right now.
You want to see W's first?
The letter W.
Yeah,
Bert throws up a W.
Bert throws up a W. Who else is there?
We're celebrating World Mental Health Day today, and one of the ways...
Gina, thank you so much.
One of the ways for us, of course, to make sure that you guys are in a good mental mood is for Kuya Magic to show us...
Refresh the stream and you'll get the name next to it.
To show us some of his TikTok dance moves, right?
Hey, let's go.
Come on, entertain everybody.
All right, so the question is, guys...
Show everybody your dance moves.
No, bro. No.
No, bro. Come on, man. You gotta dance, man. I've got the perfect song for you. Come on, bro.
Dance.
On 105.1 TMC.
The best of us.
The question! I didn't get to do the question.
Delayed ang stream. Ano naman?
Delayed ang stream, bro.
I know, but I didn't get to do the question. I didn't ask the question.
No, I thought you wanted to do W.
Don't be afraid. Just follow me and go with me and you will be a slave for this dancing tune that I'm sure that you will be in.
No, W means for them to
are
just
you
show up.
ready?
Like, type W if you're ready to
Make sure
answer.
people are in the chat.
I thought
I haven't asked the question yet.
I thought W means it's a win. It's a win, right? It's a win, right?
I like that. He thought someone won already.
Okay. Anyway, let's ask the question.
It's okay. After the song.
First, come on.
Or if you want, we can cut the song short and then, ask your question in between so they're caught off guard.
Let's play after the song. So you have a question?
Yes! I have a question for the past 30 minutes. Guys, just yeah.
Oh, it's perfect. You get to ask your question on 11 when we end, like perfect.
Just have to hold on a little longer.
No way. Sorry, guys. Sige lang.
Normally, I just want to make sure that people are in the chat and
Yeah,
who's
to be
ready.
sure,
So I'm just like,
if you
let
ask-
W's in the chat,
If you
guys.
ask the question without asking them to put the W,
He's like, yeah, let's go. Hello. Oh no, that's not the interview.
You have to wrap it up. Better your question, bro.
All right, let's go. Are you ready, guys, for the question?
Ladies and gentlemen, and now, Kuya Magic's question.
Let's go.
What is your question, Kuya
I know
Magic?
it cut me off. It cut me off.
That's why. That's why
I've been waiting so long to get the question.
we
No, it's
we
okay.
wanted
All right,
them
here
to
we go, here we
stay
go.
longer
Yeah.
before the question. Let me do it one more time, okay?
Oh my gosh.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Kuya Magic's question. What's your question? Go ahead.
All right, guys. The question is, what is
Okay.
Rihanna's real name?
What? Rihanna, our house helper?
Rihanna.
Rihanna's
Who are you
real
talking
name.
about, man?
Rihanna, you know our cousin. Cousin Rihanna?
No.
What is
We-
Rihanna's
We have an
real
angel in the
name?
house. Her name is Rihanna. She lives in Bourbon.
First person
right?
to answer it gets 100 pesos.
Who are you? Who are you talking about? Who is Rihanna?
Rihanna, the one who owns Fenty Beauty brand.
Is she the one who's always carrying an umbrella?
No, that's not right.
That's her, right?
But the answers. We're looking for the answers.
Okay, a lot of people have
What's
answered
the
here.
Rihanna question here on
Yes,
TMC?
it is
I don't get
indeed Robin Rihanna Fenty.
We have a winner. What's the name of the person? Okay, Magic.
Oh!
Who's this person? What's his name?
W.
Who wins?
Lee Claire.
Lay Claire.
Lay Claire.
Congratulations, Lay Claire.
Congratulations! You have just won 100 pesos in cold hard cash.
Lee Claire, if you can go to our Facebook page, Tops Media Center right now and send over your GCash number, we will send that to you. So just go to Tops Media Center on Facebook, follow us, and send us a message and say, "Hi, I'm Lee," and
I
we
won.
will send you the 100 pesos. Well done. Yo, thank you. Finally, I got the question out. I can sleep easy now.
You can
Good,
sleep.
good.
I can sleep easy. Congrats.
Because I thought you were talking about another Rihanna, man. Abinako, no, or a little angel Rihanna. Anyway,
Congratulations, Lay Claire.
you know what? Now I'm getting stressed out
Why?
because we've been like talking for 4 hours here. You know what it is, right? Just sobrang gay butang gali masig usa kanindot mabati gyud.
I don't know. I
Too
don't
much
get
of-
tired, but you're right.
too
That
much of
it's time
anything
to leave.
becomes-
It's closing
yeah.
time.
It's closing time.
Yep, we've reached the hour. It's 11:01. We want to thank all our listeners today sharing your inputs, especially when it comes to mental health. Again, from Jiggy, Juice, and I, we want to wish you guys happy Mental Health Day. Please take care of your mental health. And one thing to do that every day is to listen to 105.1 Top of the Morning.
Every single day from 7 to 11.
7-Eleven.
Mondays through Fridays. Top of the morning with Jiggy Juice and Justin Narvios. You can go to the chats on YouTube at Tops Media Center. You can go to our website. Kuya Magic is always all stressed out. I think it's detrimental to his mental health.
Oh no!
Yeah, seriously.
Arnor.
Seriously. It's destroying him every single day, man. So
Yeah. Any
Have you
last
tried
things?
sitting next to this guy for more than 4 hours?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stressful.
Thank you, man.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
Lay
I
Claire
love you
says
too.
she sent her PM already to Kumagic. Kumagic will get right to that.
Oh,
Kumagic,
thank you so much. I'll check it. Congrats, huh?
Do you have
Congrats.
anything to say before we say bye to our listeners?
Just thank you so much for tuning in every morning and listening and having fun with us. And guys, if you have not done so already, please follow our social medias because we're a brand new radio station and things are going to get even better and better
That's
as
right.
time goes on. And we have some special guests coming up as well later on today, so stick around for that.
Yes, we have a special guest here. This is all part of the Tops Art Fest, which is happening very soon, this October 17th until the 20th. This is an art festival, an art fair that you have not seen the likes of. I mean, we've had a lot of art festivals here in Cebu, but this is going to be
The
tops.
Woo! The biggest.
Oh, yay. Are you excited for the
I
Tops
am.
Art
It's
Fest?
yeah, the 17th is a special day for me. So yeah.
A special day for you. Is it your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Self-serving.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is
Yeah,
Justine's
guys.
birthday on the 17th.
17th.
I'm going to try
Yeah.
to call the president and make it a holiday.
Yeah, tell him
Right?
please. No classes, no nothing.
No, nothing. Please don't
Tops
let
Come on.
Art Fest Day.
don't let her
Tops
do
Art Fest
anything,
Day.
please. Okay?
17.
Yeah.
It's your birthday as well.
Yeah.
Whoa! Double celebration.
Double win, double W's.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Take care of your mental health.
Yeah. Godspeed.
Stay tuned to 105.1 TMC.
The best of us.
To walk away from spaces.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Take care. God bless you again
God
tomorrow.
bless. See you tomorrow. We'll talk about more topics than the other days. Bye.